Good evening. Hi, Tweedle. Hi, Maeve. Hi, Mischief. Just getting things situated here. Good evening, everybody. Let's switch our scene over. Hello, Nerdy. How are we? How are we doing, guys? Happy fucking hump day. Oh, we made it to Wednesday. Like, I'm happy. Is that Deadwalk? How you doing, Deadwalk? How is everybody? I hope we're having a good day. I do. My day wasn't too bad. I'm just trying to get everything situated for scare mail because I was a little late on the delivery. But I'm also a little tired. I didn't sleep the greatest. No reason, just didn't sleep great. Like, no real reason why I didn't sleep well. Just one of those nights, you know. Hey, Carlos, how you doing? Thank you for hiding that wheel because I completely fucking forgot, Deadwalk. I'm trying to put my shit on live chat for YouTube because, you know, if you don't put it on live chat, I'll miss people's chat and then people think I'm ignoring them and then, yeah. It's chicken night? Oh, yeah. Sans humping for you. We had pizza. It wasn't bad. You're doing good, Carlos? That's great. I'm glad you're doing well. Sleepy and I forgot my travel mug. Oh, did it have your coffee in it, Mischief Maker? That's some shit. Oh, that's some good coffee right there. Yes, I'm drinking coffee tonight because I'm tired. But let me get my scary stories. Scare mail. Let's go live. Hey, Don, how are you? You're doing well? That's awesome. Bram Stoker's Dracula is an awesome film. Oh, it's a classic. That is a classic. My hair isn't even done today, so I apologize for looking like a riffraff. Because today, well, is riffraff day for me. Stupid shit at work. Share? Yeah, I will share my coffee with you. We had snow. Do you want my snow? Because I'll give you my snow. I definitely don't want snow. But we had it. Hey, American, I'm good. Hi, zombie. Thank you. This is my second Terrifier. Here, let me show you the full shirt. This is my second Terrifier shirt. You've got rain, no snow. You know what? To be honest with you, Nerdy, I would prefer the rain over snow. I don't want to keep that. Sharing is caring, Deadwalk, and I so totally care.
Welcome to my world, bitch.
70 Fahrenheit. Holy cow. Nice evil today, guys. Zombie, I saw your evil there. Deadwalk, nice evil. Let me see what my evil is today. Not ready for snow? I'm never ready for snow. ReAnimateHer. My evil is 148%. I can see that. I was being super nice today for people. Hi, Gunner. Super nice with people today. I knew it was a rough day for some peeps. I love your evil, Mischief Maker. Hello, Odin and Ronnie. How are you? And some random guy. Hi. Nice. And the temperature. I only wish we could have that kind of temp. I would love to have 70-degree weather. Not here. Hi, Suzanne. This is my coffee mug that I was telling you guys that is from Stanley Hotel. Digital. How are you? Satan has arrived. Hello, Cher. Thank you very, very much. Live chat didn't appear on your screen in the past 2 minutes. Okay. It seems to be showing up fine for me. Illmatic, what's going on? You'll have it next year, Ra? Yes, my fingers are crossed. Sensei, hello. I'm hoping. I'm hoping 2025, guys. Late 2025. We were shooting for summer. Is what we're shooting for, but summer, hopefully. Hello, Ghislaine. Nice Tweedle. Look at that. I hope all is well. All is well with me, Digital. I'm doing good. Tonight is our Just Chatting stream. We're going to be reading some scary stories from Scare Mail. So that's something. Thank you, Sage, so much for following the live. I appreciate that. Thank you. I am more horny than evil. That don't. Hey, the bot doesn't lie, Tweedle. The bot doesn't lie. Carlos, I have seen Bram Stoker's Dracula. I have also read the book. Hi, JKO. Bram Stoker's Dracula is a classic. It is a classic. So yes. I always, like, how could you not see Bram Stoker's Dracula? That would be my thing. And my typo knees. Oh yeah, regal knees. It's regal knees. It's called regal knees here, Tweedle. And your regal knees is in 100% effect today. The U.S. never be the same when you finally get here. No, it won't be the same. I'll become barging in. Hey, Running Bear. Yeah, we're hoping summer of 2025. It might even be fall of 2025. We just have to see how everything goes into play. And what I mean by that is paperwork, immigration, yada, yada, right? Just because he's Heavy is married, I'm an American Canadian, doesn't make him American, right? Have you ever heard that movie is gonna call? I've heard the movie Heretic. I don't want that fucking horrible job. I couldn't do it. I'm not a criminal or a thief, nerdy. So unfortunately, that job is not for me. I'm too nice, and I'm not a crook or a criminal. I think that's the qualifications, prerequisites to being a politician is criminal. I'll be 45 next Wednesday. Nice Running Bear. GGs. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Martin and Joey Darkness, thank you so much. I appreciate the likes. It's a movie that yeah, I heard about the horror movie. I just haven't seen it yet. Heretic. Speaking of Bram Stoker, have you seen the Dimitri? I like it. Oh yeah, the last voyage of oh my god, I have a problem with that word. It's Demeter. Don't know why I have a problem with the word Demeter, but I do. You feel old, Running Bear? I'm a lot older than you, bud. So don't feel old. Don't feel old at all. Well, the government needs speed that shit up if anyone should be allowed in the U.S. Right, Deadwalk. I'm pretty sure the U.S. would be happy to have me. I'd be a tax-paying citizen. I just want warmer weather. I'm not gonna lie. I just want warmer weather. I am so done with the Canadian cold. We already have snow on the ground. Dr. Bacon and Beer, what's shaking? It's cold here. We already have snow, and I'm like, done. I don't want any of it. I have word issues myself. I always have word issues. Do you hear some of the shit that comes out of my mouth? Sometimes I can't pronounce certain words. I have issues. I don't know what it is, but there are some words that my brain, for some reason, cannot seem to tell my mouth to say. There are certain words, and I feel stupid because I just feel stupid that I can't say certain words. I don't know what it is. Don't ask. I'm pretty intelligent. I graduated university. I hold 2 degrees. I can speak English, but for some reason there are words that I have a hard time saying, and I don't know what it is. Hi Dylan. How long have you been in Canada so far, Ra? Over 20 years, Running Bear. Hey Golf Ghoulie, how are you? Let's see. You've been in Florida for 20 years? Nice. Hi, Roth. Hi, Jake. How's it shaking? 70s? Oh, God, I wish. I wish, man. In my opinion, Ra, you should stay in Canada for 4 more years. No. There's a few reasons why we're leaving, nerdy. and I can't stand a liberal government. We have been reign in liberal government now for many, many years because we don't have a government like yours where you can only do 2 terms. Ours stays in Canada in power forever as long as their party has the majority of votes. And by seats, it goes by seats, not by like popular vote. It goes by seats. And if the Liberal Party has more seats, they stay in reign. And this country is so hurt right now. So hurt. My country is so hurt. And it sucks. It really does. You're tired of it? What are you tired of? The heat? I just tweeted out the stream. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate it. Part of the word issues could be the big M. Could be. I don't know. I have issues with the specific words. Basically, zombie. Basically. Yeah, but at least your country is on the mend. And it's not as bad as ours. I don't like to talk about politics. Not because of any other reason other than that for what I have found on the internet, 99.99999% of the people on the internet are not adult enough or have the emotional capability of having a political conversation. So I stay out of the politics online. Like I said, there's a lot of adults in disguise. So I just don't speak. I do. I have the word. Deadwalk knows that word. I have an issue with the word muted. Some fucking reason I call it mutant. I don't know why. Monsters are more fun. I agree with you, Aaron. There is nothing to do where I live in Florida. That sucks, Running Bear. There's nothing to do in Florida. I have a lot of family and friends who live up in Canada, and I have heard some things. I feel for you, lady. Thank you, Digital Fracture. It's pretty bad. If you live here, you'd know. If you lived here, you'd know. I thought mutant. When I try to say the word muted, I really have to think about it because it comes out mutant. Don't ask. It just happens. I don't understand how muted becomes mutant. I heard about Canada. I had a neighbor who moved in the 90s from Canada to North Carolina when she was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Yeah. She couldn't get in to see a doctor for 6 months or longer, so she moved to the U.S. and got immediate treatment under the privatized healthcare. Yeah, I will say, our medical system isn't the greatest. It isn't. However, we do pay for it. It's not free. People are under this misconception that we have free healthcare. We don't. It comes out of our taxes. We pay high taxes. We pay high taxes and everything. However, our medical is not free. We don't pay for it physically every month, right? It's automatically taken off of our taxes. Some provinces pay a monthly fee. Alberta does not. Alberta is the only province in Canada that does not pay out of pocket every month for their medical. British Columbia does. Saskatchewan, all the other provinces, they do pay out of pocket. Every month they write a check to their health care. However, our waits are super long. You need an MRI, 2 to 3 years tops. You need a non-emergency surgery, you're waiting 4 to 5 years. That is the downside, right? That is the downside. Diagnosis takes forever. Look at Russia's leadership. Putin in power. Well, look at China too, as Tweedle. They're not democracies. You know what I mean? They're not democracies. All the mutants. I love mutants. I don't put it that way. I figured it got taken out with taxes, but didn't realize tax was so high. Oh yeah, tax is so fucking high. Hey Mar. On the bright side, I'm playing Evil Dead the game tonight. Nice, Aaron. Nice. I'm glad you're still playing that game. It's a fun game. I thought I was going to have to ban somebody over on TikTok because I knew the joke that they were going to say. The Spawn is doing good. She is. Enjoy your lurk, Pat. The Spawn is doing good, Running Bear. She's doing great. We're about to do our tarot card reading. Oh my gosh, when I got diagnosed with MS in May, I lost vision in one eye. Same day, got an MRI, then went for another. Okay. That's really good that you got that done so quickly. I probably learned more about government stuff than I did at school. Yeah, you do, by listening to people. You guys have crazy taxes. It's crazy to see how high that is, and yet somehow your imports are still stupid high. I know U.S. Civics. I tried to understand your area, and I just wanted to slam my face into a desk. I know digital. It's just insane. And each province is different taxes. So my province is a 5% tax on all goods and services. British Columbia is a 12% tax on all goods and services. Out east, they pay what's called an HST, which is 13% tax on goods and services. So it's really dependent on where you are, but you also pay a carbon tax on top of that on everything you buy as well. And that carbon tax gets passed out. It's ridiculous. I'll just put it to you that way. Gulf, for me to get diagnosed. So you remember, well, maybe you're too new to the community. I was having health issues with my autoimmune disease, and I needed a medication change, but my doctor wouldn't listen to me. And she's a she, kept trying to put me on birth control. And I said, I can't do this anymore. And she finally sent me to a specialist. She sent me to a specialist in March. I didn't get to go to my specialist until the end of May. And that is by referral, which is an endocrinologist. And then I have to wait till February of next year to get any help because my medication isn't correct. So my next appointment is in February. So it just kind of shows you the kind of weight you have here. Yeah, they put me on Synthroid at 200 milligrams or whatever, and I'm thrown into hyper right now. So I have a lot of muscular pain and headaches. Thank you so much, Running Bear, for the likes on the live. And so I'm dealing with a lot of bullshit because I'm on a too high of a medication, and I don't see him until February. So I've personally been cutting my own medication down just so I can kind of feel better. But yeah, it's ridiculous. It is miserable. Not that long of a wait in the States. No, my sister. Okay, so I have family that lives in New York. Hello, Wickedy. I'm good, hon. How are you? I have family that live in New York. My sister lives in New York. My mother is in New York. My sister has the same illness as I have. But it's so funny because I get my medical advice from my sister because she gets in to see her doctor like that. So when she was diagnosed, we kind of assumed I had the same illness. And so she told me a whole bunch of stuff. So I went to a doctor. It took me 4 doctors to get a diagnosis because they wanted to put me on birth control instead of listening to me. And so anytime I need help, my sister goes to her doctor. She gets me the information I need. And then I take that information to a walk-in clinic. A lot of Canadians buy into our healthcare here. Yeah, digital. Heavy and I have been planning on moving to the States. 2025, summer or fall of 2025 is our goal. Yeah, you are the best advocate for your own health, 100%. 100%. Thank you. I appreciate that, Golf. But lots of love. Oh, thank you, Nerdy. Thank you. Ra once said she had to wait a long time for, oh yeah. So I blew out my knee. I was downhill mountain biking back in, I don't know, 2009. I blew out my knee. So Running Bear, thank you for subscribing. Holy crap. Dude, thank you so much for subscribing over on TikTok. Thank you, Running Bear. Mwah. In 2009, I blew out my knee. I blew out my ACL, tore my LCL, tore my MCL, tore my PCL, which is all the ligaments in your knee. I couldn't walk on it. They did in 2010, a full year later, they did oh my God, it's where they don't cut you open right away. They just do, they poke 3 holes in you and they put a microscope in there to see what's going on inside there. So they did that. And then I had to wait another 6 months to get the second one done. And it wasn't until 2 years later did they repair my ACL. So it took 2 years. Exploratory. Thank you, Deadwalk. Thank you. Thank you, Running Bear. I really appreciate it. 2 years for ACL reconstruction lab. Yes, I couldn't remember what it is, but they made 3 holes in my leg to look in. You know what I mean? There was no surgery right away, but it took forever. Almost 3 years to get the surgery done on my knee so I can walk without a cane. I can only imagine the pain for that. Oh God, yeah. And then I got addicted to pain medication because they just fed me pain medication over and over and over. So I had a lifetime supply of like Percocets. And so it's easy to get addicted to a prescribed pharmaceutical. Super easy. And I don't hide behind that. I was addicted to my pain meds. Thankfully, medical marijuana came into my life, and I was able to remove myself from pharmaceutical medication to marijuana. Stay tapping. How are you? I used to love watching live surgeries on TLC. Those were cool, though. Those were cool. I still watch something like that on TLC. They do those plastic surgery, boob jobs and shit like that, nose jobs. You don't have the high bear and oh, I don't even know what is going on over here for a TikTok running bear. You're my first subscriber, so I'm not too sure. There's some crazy surgeries, man. There's some, like, it's insane. I was reading that the Exorcist book, Rhea, and you were right. The first possession there in the book was, whoa, yes, Wickedy. The book novels are most of the time highly graphic, more than the movie. Because see, you have the NCAA that edits the shit out of a movie. A book does not have a rating board. So they can write whatever they want in a novel, and you will, as the reader, will be able to read it. Where in the movie, they will get chopped to shit by the NCAA. So usually novels are 10 times more visually graphic reading it than a movie would be. We're going to do our tarot card reading. The pod is probably way... Oh, God, Deadwalk, I have been off of all pharmaceutical medication now for close to 10 years. Close to 10 years. I have been off of all besides my thyroid medication, so all my pain medication, because with my autoimmune disease brings inflammation to all my joints on top of all the other bullshit it brings me. So I'm always in pain. I should say I was always in pain. So I used to take a lot of pain medication, anti-inflammatories, painkillers, and muscle relaxers. Now I only take my thyroid, my iron, and I take high dosages of CBD every day. I am no longer in pain. I'm able to move and sit and just be me without all that pain, without being groggy, half asleep. So for me, high doses of CBD and medical cannabis has done wonders for me. I can't speak for anybody else except for my own self. Hello, Dell. How are you? Instead of just going to the doctor, I used the hit shots for skin itches, went back years. I know your pain. I still deal with my tear and bone fragments in my knee. I can't get it done until I'm not able to walk due to your job. Zombie Nation, that sucks. Gulf Ghoulie, thank you. Say hello. I had my shunt revised back in when I was 18. The morphine they allowed me to have affected me. I got addicted to Tylenol. You enjoy that lurk. Have fun playing Phasmo. Tweedle, I understand, dude. I understand how easy it is to be addicted to pharmaceuticals. I was there. I ate Percocets. Percocet is a narcotic here. And I was eating them daily, fistfuls. And it's shitty that someone does become dependent on that because the doctors don't take it away from you. They don't take it away from you. I still have that prescription to this day. I could go into my pharmacy right now and get a bottle because my prescription is a indefinite prescription. I don't have, yeah, it is. It's an opioid. I'm allowed to go in there and take whatever I want because I still have an open prescription for it. I don't. So I thank God that cannabis was a thing for me because I really wouldn't know where I would be. Sebastian, never be sorry. Never be sorry. You're good, bud. You're good. A lot of, yeah, I can see that digital. There is, oh, yeah, Don. Yeah. But that's why we have such an opioid crisis, right? If you think about it, a lot of people get injured. What do they give you for pain medication? An opioid. And unfortunately, a lot of people become addicted. It's a highly addictive thing. That's why we have an opioid issue right now, not just in the US, but in Canada. It's sad. It's scary. It's sad. I feel for those. That's why I never judge somebody who is dealing with an addiction, because I've been there. I understand it. You get addicted to painkillers because of a toothache. Yeah, it happens, right? It happens to the best of us. Doesn't mean we're shitty people. I live in a crap town, so I don't know how else to get something harder. I was dumber than I am now at 18. I was my only relief. Yeah. Pain sucks, and honestly, when you're in a lot of pain, you will do anything to get out of that pain. Anything. And I get that. I think that's why I don't judge people on what they have done in their lives, because people change, people grow, we evolve. I do feel bad for the homeless who have been addicted to drugs, because they didn't wake up that day and say, I want to be a drug addict. I want to be addicted to heroin. 99% of the people did not wake up that day saying, yeah, I want to be addicted to hard drugs and be homeless and live like the way I'm living. Nobody wakes up that way. Nobody. So I feel for that. I feel for them. Lots of doctors here lost their license to practice due to allowing prescriptions like that. Yeah. It's horrible. There's a movie on Netflix about people who profit through painkillers. Yes, there is. I've seen that, Sebastian. I know who you're talking about. You're a 3-time survivor. And that's what it takes. You survive, right? You get strength. You get through it. All right, let's see what our cards have to say. We've been shuffling for a little bit. Let's see what they have to say, and then we'll get into our scary stories. Okay, the release. The first card right off the bat is release. Thank you very much for the likes on the live. The end of a very difficult situation for some of us is coming to an end. Others of us, it's time to move on. You know it's time to move on, but for some reason, you're still a little leery on taking that next step to move forward. For whatever reason, you're holding yourself back. For others here, there something that was going on in your life, a difficult period, maybe a difficult phase, is now starting to end. It's starting to release itself, and you're starting to be able to breathe a bit better. Hiccups. I hate hiccups. The page of air is letting you know that there may be some delays with your plans. However, do not worry about that. Yeah, no worries, Running Bear. Don't worry about any of the delays that happened today or between now and the weekend. You might hear some information that you don't fully like, because this information will be delivered without tact. There's always a way to speak to somebody, and a lot of times many people don't understand or know how to get the words out properly without being tactless. You know what I mean? Pain Hustlers, good movie. Yes, there's a couple of good ones on there. The next card is the 5 of Fire, and that is, things are still looking good. You're going to have a couple of competing goals. Don't freak out. Again, these cards so far are letting you know that don't freak out. These are little tiny hiccups in the entire map of things, right? These are just tiny little hiccups. They're not going to hurt you. It just happens. But the 3 of Water is letting you know by the end of the week, there's going to be celebration. There's going to be happiness. It is time to have more fun. So when you get to the weekend, make sure you party hard. And when I say party, I mean play your video games if you play video games. If you like to sew your ass off. If you like to watch movies and have movie marathons, binge the shit out of it. Just celebrate. Make sure you're doing that fun stuff for you. And our last card is also letting you know that some time to yourself, which goes hand in hand with the 3 of Water, is needed. Time for ourselves in a busy world, chaotic world, especially in a world today. Lots of shit going on in the world, in the media and the news and everything around the world. So it can get pretty exhausting. So make sure you just take care of yourself and give a little me time. Martyrs is one of those films you must watch before. I like Martyrs. I enjoy Martyrs. The time I really got addicted was over a pandemic. Human beings tend to fall again. And it happens. It happens. You're not a horrible person if it happens to you, right? It happens to everybody. Thank you, Running Bear. Kratos! How are you doing, Kratos? When is our serial killer get together? So Kratos, Basement Cat, and myself, we bought tickets to a, I don't know what it's called, but we bought tickets to this event where this lady, she's a psychiatrist. She deals and dabbles in serial killers. And so we're going to her talk. I'm excited. I can't remember what weekend it is, though. Rhea, would Halloween be as scary if they used that Emmett Kelly mask? I thought that mask was actually terrifying. The masks do make things terrifying, but I think it's the body language and how they present Michael. Hey, Havoc. How are you? Did you get your unboxing video done? I seen that you posted on Twitter about your unboxing. Today sucks ass? That sucks. I'm sorry you had a shitty day, Kratos. It is. It's a serial killer seminar. I'm excited for it. Kratos, myself, and Basement Cat are going. We need to, are you guys coming to my house and then we're all going together? Because it's like literally right down the road from my house. We have to, I've been meaning to text you, but I've had some crazy shit go on and I just haven't had a chance to text you. Nice, Havoc. I'm looking forward to seeing it, dude. Hey, Chloe, how are you? Did you know Terrifier 3 beat Joker? I heard, Sebastian, and indie horror has been doing amazing. I still have yet to see Terrifier 3. It's not in my city. I live in a small city, and the movie theater, that's a big fucking movie theater chain, decided not to host Terrifier 3. They're a bunch of bitches. Mayhaps I wanted to sleep over, to be honest, but I have to drive there and back because of dogs. Yeah, would have been a fun sleepover. There's a whole bunch of new horror movies we could have stayed up watching too. But I get it, dogs. I understand 100%. All right, so we have scare mail, guys. We have scare mail letters 5 and 6 that we have to read. If you're new here and do not know what scare mail is a letter that you receive in the mail. It's a scary story that goes, you get 2 scary stories a month. No worries, Don, do what you got to do. 2 scary stories a month that go into one full story. So this year we are doing a story, and it's by David Viergutz. David Viergutz is the horror author of Scare Mail, which we sat down and talked to David last week, which was a lot of fun. Thank you, Havoc. I appreciate that. No, I grabbed these bitches real fast. I don't know. I did put the new delivery video up. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm trying to think of fun and creative ways to do these videos, and I'm pretty proud of myself with this new video. Don't let anyone spoil. No one has spoiled it for me, Sebastian. Later tonight, I'm going to watch a new horror movie about Mickey Mouse. Nice, Chloe. I hope you enjoy it. Welcome back, Don. I am also always the driver too. December, mayhaps. I took a few days off around Christmas, New Year's. Yeah. You're always welcome, Kratos. Always welcome. The door. I love our horror movie sleepover dates. I do. It's a good time. We stay up till like 3-4 o'clock in the morning watching horror movies and bullshitting. You enjoy the delivery video? Did you see the behind the scene video? So for those of you that are members, I need to put it in Discord for Twitch people, for Twitch subscribers. But if you are a member of my YouTube channel or my Patreon, there is a behind the scenes video that my Elder Spawn created while I'm trying to do my promo video of the delivery. Which Carrie version do you prefer? The original. Definitely the original. Hi, THC. I will be putting it in the Twitch channel for subscribers. It's so hard to do subscriber perks on Twitch because they don't give me a platform to do it, except in the stories. Which not everyone sees the stories. So I'm trying to find a better way to upload behind the scenes stuff. So I'm going to use Discord, and I'm hoping Discord will allow me to put the video in there. I think I might just make the membership video on YouTube after they see it, open it to unlisted and put it in the Discord. OG, but both versions are good. Both versions are great of Carrie. I do. I like them. I like them. However, the OG is for me. I know I love sleepovers. I wish other adults hadn't let those die. I don't know why as adults we let sleepovers die. Really, why do we let sleepovers die? I don't get it. I think adult sleepovers are a lot of fun. I think we should do them more often. I know life gets busy, but I make time for adult sleepovers. I mean, Heavy is he does his own thing when Kratos comes over for hangout time. Hi, Raph. How are you? Sleepaway camp is why. As I see you're wearing a good shirt, get lucky for it. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you. I do believe adults. Welcome, Raph. Welcome. Isn't adult sleepovers called crashing at a friend's place? Yes, but with motive.
Baby.
But with motive. I like to say with motive. When Kratos comes over, adults are going out after a few decades of BS. It's perfect hangout option for moms, introverts. Oh, it is. It really is. Ralph, what did you do in your stream today? Thank you so much for the raid. You all getting to meet each other. Color me green with envy. One day. Welcome back, Running Bear. One day, Tweedle. One day. I see you're not alone. Art the Clown and Leatherface. That they are. I have mixed reviews about Beetlejuice. Okay, so Beetlejuice. I enjoyed it. It wasn't amazing. It was decent. Hello, Fosticles. Okay, so we're getting into our scare mail. So scare mail is a letter that comes in the mail by the author David Viergutz. And we have been reading this letter now since August, September. And we are on letters 5 and 6. I'll give you a quick rundown of what's happening before we dive into the actual reading of our letters. A bunch of random stuff. Nice, Ralph. Nice. Yes, his name is Tobias. The Wheel of Terror. God damn it, Faust. Ginger bitch. Okay, it better not be sour. I got a lot of love for Faust. I didn't forget the wheel. You're lucky. You're lucky, Faust. No, Mischief Maker. It's sweet. So I'm going to eat my very last Reese's Pieces sheep. Hello, Neon Trion. Hi, Radman Ken. Welcome. Thank you so much for following your host into this channel. I am ReAnimateHer. I'm a horror content creator. I know sometimes it sounds like I say horror, but I'm not. It's horror. It's just the way I speak. I speak funny. It is not rigged, Deadwalk. So tonight is our Just Chatting stream where we are reading scare mail. So if this is your first time here, welcome, Rad Man Ken. Welcome to the crypt. Thank you for the follow. If this is your first time here, we are reading scare mail. This is a scary letter of scary stories that you receive in your mailbox. Yes, your mailbox. I know most of us receive bills and bullshit. This comes to your mailbox. And it's a nice story. We started reading these back in like August. And I'll give us a little bit of a reminder of what we are getting into. West Edmonton Mall has a lint. Yes, that's awesome. So does Balzac. I know. I said Balzac.
Don't die. It looks bad on me.
What the shit was that? Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate that. We have a Lindor factory here in Balzac. We have a place called Balzac. It's spelled exactly like you think it is. B-A-L-Z-A-C. Z-A-C. Balzac. Yeah, Sebastian, you can make a short movie with your cell phones. Okay, so let's get into our letters here. I like candy corn. Balzac. We summoning monkey, right? Nah, it's sack. It's ball. B-A-L-Z-A-C. Balzac. Exactly, Balzac. It's a great place. Sent you a message on Discord, just letting you know, Rod. Thank you very much, Running Bear. I'll take a look at it. Okay, so these letters, it starts off with a guy named Michael. This guy, Michael, went to this website called scare.me. And on this website, it was just a forum, just a dead forum. And ever since he went to this forum, strange things have been happening to him. And when I mean strange, he sees things. His electronics are trying to make him go insane. So he has stopped using all electronic devices, printers, cell phones, regular phones, computers, everything. It's basically hunting him. It's like a demon living in the electricity. And so he decided to write his favorite author, David, to let him know about this website and to let other people know not to go to this website. Not everybody who goes to this website gets this possession. It only picks those who are desperate, desperate, depressed, alone, etc. And this entity, this being of something inside the computer, latched itself onto Michael. And as of right now, the website, Michael has lost his job as a museum curator. So he had a really good job at a museum, has his own apartment. However, ever since this possession or whatever it is has started, it has ruined his life. He doesn't sleep. He lost his job. Nobody believes him. And when he did have his job, he was in the office and he shut off all of the electronics because they were literally spitting out his name over and over again, just causing horrible things to happen to him. And that one of the reasons why he lost his job. And now we are up to date. We are on letter 5. Letter 5. It's the insurance demon that calls those that need an extended warranty, right? What about Terrifier? The most is the film. Yeah, I love the Terrifier franchise. Is it difficult to watch a movie without eating to you? Oh, no, I can. I watch cannibal movies and all I can think about is barbecue. I'm the weird one that can eat pizza, spaghetti. I can eat really anything while watching a really gruesome horror movie. I can watch someone's entrails being taken out of them and eat without a problem. Okay, so in this package, we have a Call Father Gabriel right here. This came into our package. Call Father Gabriel. He's got to be... When they say Father Gabriel, I'm assuming this is a priest. And I'm wondering if we're going to go down the whole exorcism side of things. Hi, Sherry. Possible. We got our first letter, which says, read me. So we have our first letter, and then we have our other letter, and then we have a weird card. Like an eyeball. Right? Art the Clown in Space. I know it is fake news, but needs to be made. I think Art should go into outer space. Everybody else did. Of course he is. Of course he is, Wickedy. All right, let's see. All right, this is a read me first. This is coming from David. All right, it says, Michael, it sounds like your brother has been doing what he can to help you in the best way he knows how. Keith has your back, which is really important at a time when you have lots going on. In the spirit of having your back, I also wanted to point out something I noticed in the things you've sent me. The last line of the email is troubling, especially if you didn't write it. Is it a typo, or has it been included on purpose? Either way, seeing those words sent shivers up my spine. I've tried to put myself in your shoes based on what you said about the exacerbating the issue. I asked myself, what's the point of all of this? As far as I can tell, Scare.me must want something from you. It's the only rational conclusion I can draw from what you've told me so far. And isn't that what hauntings or spirits or demons are all about? They have wants and needs, and we are the conduit for that. They feed on our own energy, our desires, our feelings, and use them to satiate their own desires. Which has led me to focus on what exactly it is Scare.me wants from you. If I had to guess, my money would be on Scare.me wanting to spread. It's like a virus existing to recreate itself, infecting one person before moving on to the next, and so on until it establishes an outbreak. I'm hoping I'm not the next, though, because I finally found the site, Michael. It took some doing, but I got there, even though every fiber of my being told me not to keep digging. How I found it is also a bit concerning. I received an anonymous letter from a reader, or someone I thought was a reader, with only a web URL on it. Here where this gets odd. It was written in my handwriting. I have no recollection of dropping the letter in the mail. Mix-ups in the mail aren't uncommon, but this is concerning. So in the spirit of friendship, I guess I owe you an apology for my initial skepticism on my part. Now I know where to look. I've mirrored the site in a way that's safe, using screenshots instead of a direct link. In case you want to look at what I have found, I've posted them here. I think we need to go to this website, right meow. I think we're going to go to this website right now. It's called davidviergutz.com/pages/scare-me. I'm going there right meow so we can see this. Hopefully it's there. Let's see. I do see the insanatorium, but that's all I see. All right. Anyways, I still don't know what to make of it, though. The forum itself looks harmless, but I guess you never know what's tucked away under the hood. Much like the Greeks who breached the walls of Troy in their duplicitous wooden horse. Looking at the site, I have the distinct feeling there's something more going on with Scare.me than meets the eye. Just in case you're concerned about it, how it might affect you going forward, I only posted my screenshots from the website. Being honest, I don't know what to think. The site makes me uneasy, just how harmless it looks. Then again, that could be by design. And the URL? That shit is just plain spooky. I hope you're still doing okay. Sometimes we just need someone to listen, and sometimes we need someone to actively do something to help us. It wouldn't hurt for you to reach out and build a support network while you deal with this. Sometimes the wisdom of a priest, the compassion of a counselor, and the insight of a mystic can help people through the darkest of times. It's good to hear from you, and it's good to hear you've reconnected with your brother, even if things haven't turned out exactly as you hoped. David. Okay, that is the first letter. I think we may have some screenshots here in the second letter, but we will see. This is, I'm assuming, one of the screenshots. And he did called a little letter saying call to Father Gabriel. So we'll see. And this letter is coming from Michael. But the thing is, I understand David is now on this website and he's taking screenshots of stuff. My problem is, even though he's taking screenshots, I would think that the entity would still attach itself to whatever computer he is using, like trapping it almost. I would still think that it would still attach itself because you're still having to go to the website, right? You're still having to go to that URL. So I'm not sure how that would work. Would you have expensive ass boots? Yes, I know Kratos has expensive boots. Red Wing shoes. Until you're eating ribs and a commercial comes on talking about, oh my lord, yeah, that goes to the eating of food and watching horror. Facts. It needs to be a podcast. Many facts indeed given. But yeah, I don't know. I would think that when going onto this website, you go to this URL, I would think that you would also somehow capture the entity. you're still going to the URL. Maybe you're not doom scrolling through the forum. So it could attach itself to said smart. I think so as well. I don't know. I would think that an entity that lives inside a computer, any electronic device, regardless of the device, if you go to that website, because the website's supposed to be hard to find. And when you do find it, that's usually when it sucks you in and attaches itself to you. I do agree with getting a network of people to support you. I definitely believe in that. Hey Diella, like the episode of Buffy when Willow scanned oh my God, right? We just watched that one. Definitely. And the demon that was trapped inside the computer who was trying to get out pretended to be a boy that she liked. And he was like, yes, I like you. You're a special kind of girl, blah, 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 just so she can get him out of the computer. I remember that one. We just watched, me and the grandbaby just watched that one. I hope you're doing good. Toss it into the Niagara Falls. But it's an entity that attaches itself to you via your devices. So Michael, in the beginning, when this all happened, Michael was at home on his laptop. This entity followed him to his work and went through his work computer. It was sending emails to people. If you remember last week's email, okay, so if you don't remember last week's letter, the half-eaten Loki letter, this is what the entity, this is what the entity wrote to Michael's brother. Michael didn't write this. This entity literally wrote an email and was sending these emails out. It also called the cops. So it did some crazy shit. Yes, Loki ate this, okay? Yeah. Mystery hole. So what was happening in this email? Let's refresher here. This email that the entity sent, it says, Dear Keith, the entity even knew his brother's name. So the entity must have went through Michael's personal information on his computer to get this information. The entity took a bite. Yeah, the entity got so mad and hungry that it ate. it ate it. Okay, so what the letter said here is, do you know the definition of abandonment? I'm not referring to the clinical definition. That is too refined. The definition of abandonment has been decided by the people who have no concept of what it means to lose everything. Without experience, there is no truth. Abandonment is when you have no one, when they choose to leave you to suffer that pain, that hurt, their decision leaves behind. That is what abandonment is, a choice. It's been weeks now since we've talked, months since you last visited, which leads me to assume you have abandoned me. I am hurting, crying, screaming for help, and you stand by and do nothing. I see now that this is not the case. Basically, the parts that weren't eaten says that he invites his brother over to the house. Now, was there, nefarious things with this invite? I don't know. But as it goes, I have sent letters with no response, emails that have bounced back. I have no other way of reaching you. All I have is my laptop where you can see my bills and what remains in my account. I leave behind a legacy of debt. I am utterly alone. Don't worry, brother. I made it easy for you. I've bookmarked everything for you to see. I encourage you to poke, prod, and see where it takes you. I'm hoping that you'll find the same pit I'm in now. Come and see. Maybe then you'll see if you're actually afraid of something. For once, I am free. For once, there is nothing that can scare me. So that is what this entity wrote his brother in an email. And the freaky thing is that this entity knew his brother, was able to email his brother, get these words out to make it sound like he was about to unalive himself. The brother, is like, what the shit is going on here? That part that was eaten is the true secret to obliterating the entity for good. Probably, Tweedle, probably, damn, Loki. This story gives me brain scan horror movie vibes, a mind trip, right, Chloe? If anybody is interested in this, if you're interested in getting this letters yourself in the mail, You can go to davidviergutz.com or Google scare mail, or if you're in my chat over on Twitch, type in ! scare mail and it'll give you the link. I thought the movie Substance was awesome. Okay, so now we're going to read the letter from Michael. Hello, David. I have been thinking a lot about the possible root cause of all of this. In other circumstances, I suppose I would type my symptoms into a search bar and watch it diagnose the worst illness known to man. The answer, I believe, is so much simpler. Sleep deprivation. It's the most obvious answer for what has been happening to me. The things I'm dealing with are outlandish, but they're not inexplicable. And I do believe I got a handle on most of it, except for my sleep. Last night in the museum, coupled with stress and sleeping in the stacks that bound to leave the door ajar for paranoia to creep in, even in the most steadfast minds. I don't know how I feel exactly knowing that you found the site. It's validation, I suppose, that I'm not insane. There's a part of me that wanted to be a simple case of stress, brought on by an onslaught of sleepless nights and residual boredom. I believe our brains can rot from lack of stimulation, from being stagnant for too long, and sometimes my work at the museum can be a drag. Throw it all together and you have a cocktail that can easily lead to paranoia and hallucinations. That said, I've slept well the last few nights. No more issues with my television, like the damn thing turning on itself in the middle of the night, or sending strange emails to my brother, even though I ditched the digital prior to that email being sent. Regardless of the upset the email could have caused, I know Keith will be there if I need him. Isn't that the thing with big brothers? Like, is it a lump, like it or lump it? It's still their job to step up and take care of their siblings. I've since realized I no longer need my personal computer, and biting through my fear of even looking at the thing, I managed to take it down to a local pawn shop a couple of blocks from my apartment. I was summarily denied the opportunity to pawn it. However, apparently I don't know my own password, despite logging in with my eyes closed that same morning. I'm not sure what to make of it all. At first, I thought the pawn shop owner was playing a game with me to see how long I would go on it. Honestly, I just wanted it off my hands. Returning home with the computer under my arm, feeling like I was dragging a boat anchor behind me, I set it on my desk in my apartment and tried my password once more. It worked, of course, which spiked a temporary sensation in my technological assonance. Just long enough to do a quick internet search that said I might get $50 for it on one of these buying and selling sites. After that, I found a place for it under one of the legs of an old wooden chair. No chance of it opening there. I'll stick to the tried and true, to what can be considered even remotely safe, a good old-fashioned pen and paper or my trusty Royal. That said, pen and paper are truly a double-edged sword in your case. With the URL for scare.me being written in your own handwriting, I would say the pen is working against you. But even as I commiserate with you, I can appreciate its power. It looks like we both might be going through something here, in which case we would be wise to show caution. I still enjoy writing these letters and will continue to do so. I'm an old soul, remember? There's something comforting about the holidays, about holding my words in my hand rather than sending them into the unknown. Back to Keith. Part of my reason for my brother's visit last week, besides keeping my landlord happy, was paying off the back rent on my car. Why the fuck I can't read tonight? It's a newer Kia Optima, new to me rather, and has a lot of car features that were intimidating at first, and a far cry from my '94 Chevrolet. I guess I've gotten used to them now, but I still can't stand the car's sound system. I believe there's a glitch with it, as whenever I turn on, the radio is preset to play one song at maximum volume, Tiptoe Through the Tulips, and it's quite jarring. I suggest you give the song a listen to understand what I mean. I found a temporary solution though, switching to the AM channel and turning the volume down. Keith came to visit again, actually, and on better terms this time, just to check in with me. We didn't discuss my email nor the website, we just talked. Call it an abject desire not to add further stress to my brother's life. I respect him and everything he's done for me. We did discuss cooking, however, which given everything else I've been telling you about recently, you might think it's an odd topic of conversation. But Keith thinks it might be a good idea for me to try my hand at a new hobby. Something to take my mind off things, he said. Together, we tried new recipes from your book, Christmas Snacks from Hell. I know we're a little out of season, but as you haven't released a Halloween cookbook yet, it was the best I could do. Keith tried whipping up some of the Oreo balls, and it didn't do too bad. I haven't tried the pork yet, but we're planning to have a dinner again next week. So who knows? Keith brought over some recipes of his own, actually, which I included with this letter for you. Maybe you could share these recipes with your readers. Keith would sure get a kick out of knowing his recipes are doing the rounds. Perhaps your readers will even send one back. Work seems to be the same as always, regardless of my little chat with the head curator. I've been attending a conference that's supposed to last several more days, and given the traffic of the situation in the downtown, I've been staying in a local motel, which is where I'm writing this letter from. I requested a room without a TV, and it's mounted on the wall. The porter who showed me to my room just disconnected the power cord. As my typewriter has a case, one of the better purchases from a thrift store some years back, I brought it along with me. I've set it on the desk and have been spending many hours in the evening poring over it, wondering what to write now that things have started to settle down. While I've been staying here, I noticed a sliver of wallpaper hanging loose, an interesting representation of the motel's promise of roadside comfort at rock-bottom prices. Rock bottom about covers it, I guess. Unable to ignore it any longer, my intrusive thoughts got the better of me, and I explored the piece of loose paper, hoping to revitalize the glue. Instead, I found something quite odd. There was a drawing on the back of the wallpaper. I only saw a few lines at first. Then, without thinking, I pulled the shred and tore it off. I'm sure the motel will forgive me if I tell them I think the room might have black mold or something equally unsanitary. What I found was quite disturbing. It looks like the drawing isn't a drawing at all, but a burn, a purposeful branding of scarification of the wallpaper. I don't really know what to make of it. I have encountered many occultist symbols and artifacts in my tenure at the museum, and this is unlike anything I've ever seen before. But that's where my mind goes when I see it. I thought it might interest you, so I've included it here. Could you dig into it for me? As always, I'm avoiding my computer. If I look for myself, I'm certain there's only one place it will lead. I'm hoping you will have better luck. If your search is a bust, though, I hope you don't mind me saying that you don't need to look into scare.me any further. I appreciate you letting me know you posted the screenshots of the website, but I'm starting to wonder whether information others about the site existence is ill-advised. We said it was ill-advised. Yeah. I'm not the one to claim to have ADHD, but reading things makes my brain fart. Ra has it. Brain is going Zoom and reading faster internally than... yeah, exactly, Kratos. That's what my brain does. That's why I said holiday. Okay, so by bringing awareness to it, are we not spreading word of it even further, generating curiosity rather than aversion? Are we spreading awareness, or are we spreading the virus? Given how much it has consumed my mind these past weeks, the less traffic that damn site receives, the better. Either way, after he stopped by my apartment, I sent Keith a letter and asked him to meet me outside the library whenever he received it. I've taken to going there most evenings to stretch my legs and my mind. Keith went inside and did a search of his own, and he pulled up David Viergutz /pages/scare me, just to let you know his thoughts from the outward appearance of the site. Again, though, I wonder if we're not exacerbating the issue by keeping it alive, as it were. Keith has always said the internet is a vast and mysterious entity, and this scare.me business could all just be an elaborate ruse, much like in the way chain letters once were, a digital time suck. He doesn't seem too concerned about what he saw on the site, really. He's more concerned about the state of my apartment. I told him he should start wearing a dress if he wants to act like mom. Anyways, I have also considered what you had to say about consulting a spiritual advisor of some kind. You suggested a priest, and I hope this doesn't sound naive, David, I've never really been a believer. Perhaps I don't know how religion is supposed to go. All I know is living without faith, fixated instead on the idea that life has no purpose and we're all just wandering around for no reason, is so bleak. So it lends an ear to the possibility that there is more faith than just believing you need to have hope. Regardless, I have sent additional letters to support services in my area in the hope that they will reach out to me with their thoughts. Once I hear them out, I might formulate my own. That's all for now, and I put these final touches to this letter. An odd whistling has taken up residence in my motel room. The strange thing is, it seems to have followed me from my apartment. I'm hearing it for a little while now, almost as far back as when we first started exchanging letters. But I hadn't paid too much attention. Now here, too. It's like a tea kettle screaming from the kitchen, but I don't own a tea kettle. I've examined the motel's wall unit and determined the air conditioning is not responsible, and neither is the television or my laptop. Maybe it's just in my head. Thank you, David. I hope you'll reply quickly, as I do enjoy receiving something in the mail other than credit card offers and extended home warranties. Michael. Okay. Didn't I say a bit back that I don't think Michael should have told David about this website, because it seems like this website is attacking everybody else. Hey, Batman, thank you so much for the stickers and stuff over on TikTok. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Nanette. How are you? Bueller. I like Bueller. Okay, so did Michael sound strange in this letter? He sounded a little strange to me. Yeah, usually, I always read ahead, and it's not really I'm reading ahead. It's just my brain does that. You're doing good. You're just relaxing right now. That is awesome. Holiday, Great Madonna is stuck. That's not a bad song, though. I'd rather have that than Mariah Carey, because that bitch can. But I think he sounded different in this letter. His other two letters, he was frantic and wanting help and wanted to make people more aware. And in this letter, after that entity sent his brother a letter, he just seems a little different in this letter. I don't know. This is exactly like the premise to the movie Pulse. Ooh. Hey, Dylan, how are you? I'm doing fabulous tonight, Batman. We are reading scare mail letters. We just read letter 5. David is now looking at the scare.me site. Michael is now in a hotel, hearing a whistling sound. Also having this burnt image or scarification on the wallpaper. I agree, Deadwalk. I agree. So this was burnt into the wallpaper in the motel room that he is staying at. And I definitely understand when you see a tiny little piece of something hanging off, it pulls you in to pull on it. I'm one of those people. It's a really bad thing. Thank you so much for the likes over on TikTok. Because Michael was saying he was sitting in the motel room, minding his own business. TV is unplugged. Laptop isn't with him. And there's this tiny little piece of paper he just notices that is hanging off. intriguing him. So he goes over there and he starts to tug on it. And then behind it is this image. I think there's more at play here. I think this like demon or entity or whatever it is like one step ahead somehow, even though all of his electronics are turned off. Like the movie, the phone call saying X amount of days till you die, but you have to pass it on to, it's like It Follows. I love that movie, It Follows. It's a sex demon. You have to sleep with somebody to get rid of it, and that person has to sleep to somebody else to get rid of it, and it goes so forth and so on. I love that movie. I feel the same way about Elvis Presley, like you feel about Mariah Carey. Not a fan. This is what happens when you leave your electronics behind. You get bored and start poking around at stuff you shouldn't. But his electronic devices were out to get him. The entity or whatever it is, you can also almost chalk this up to also sleep deprivation, like he was saying, and paranoia and, maybe a mental break. The first 30 minutes and It Follows, you would die. That first kill in It Follows was OMG. That bitch's leg, man. Did you see the way it looked? Thank you, Batman. I appreciate that. Thank you for liking my videos. Definitely. The dark web is a bad place to surf. That it is. That it is. So I say telling people about this website is a no-go. Again, he tells somebody about the website. This person is now intrigued because they kind of sort of believe what Michael is saying, but still a little skeptical. So they find it themselves. And now this entity or thing is following him from his home to a motel room. I'll nap and die in my sleep. That would be my leg. I ain't humping shit. Yeah, that leg, man. That leg scene sticks with me. That was a horrific scene. If you guys have seen It Follows, then you know the leg scene that I'm talking about. It happens within the first, 10, 15 minutes of the movie. But this Scare.me definitely reminds me of the video game Simulacra, which is a demon entity that lives in cell phones. So that it reminds me of that. Passes note, pick one. Will you go out with me? Yes or no? Return to sender. Satan has possessed your body. You no longer have the choice to say no. I haven't seen it since it first came. It's a blur. Oh, Kratos, that first scene with that leg, man, is not a blur for me. That's a hard, like, oof. Yeah, It Follows leg scene. Burnt into my whole shit forever. Are the scam mail letters based on true stories? No, Chloe. It's based on David Viergutz. He is the author. He's a horror author. He writes a lot of books, and he started doing scare mail. So these are stories that he has invented. We actually sat down last Monday to talk to him about scare mail. It's on my YouTube channel if you're interested in checking out that interview. It's only about an hour long, but it's great. Yeah, zombie, right? It's like the cabin in the woods leg shave scene. That sticks with you too. Shit. Yeah, let's see if I can. Yeah, oh, Lord, yeah. Okay, letter 6 means letter 7 should be arriving sometime soon. Because these were Octobers. So we're just getting into November. Ooh. Oh, Madame Anya. Notary, CBD, crypto, tarot reader, bail bondsman, and psychic. Madame Anya. Psi Explorations, traveling tarot reader, psychic bail bondsman, CBD, notary, and crypto. Call for a quote, coming to a town near you. This is the card that is in the letter today. I wonder if someone's going to a psychic. Nice. And you have a little bookmark. There is a movie called Unfriended. There is. And then Unfriended Dark Web, I think, is the second. This says scare mail, pushing the envelope in horror fiction. It says, what are you afraid of? Yeah, it is pretty cool, Batman. It is pretty cool. Madame Anja is a jack of all trades. Yeah, she is. You see how many jobs this bitch does? All right, so we've got 2 letters, and is this an obituary? What is this? Hold on. What it? Oh. Sunday News. AI. I can see that happening. Is it AI related? All right, let's get on to it. Choose or Die. That's another one. There was a movie in my brain that was about a website game that started. Once be found again or deleted. It reminds me of this. Choose or Die. There's also another one that reminded me. It's a demon or an entity that lives in a game, a tabletop game. Shit, what's the movie's name? I can see something like this happening if it's not already, right? Okay, here's Michael's letter to David. Okay, this is letter number 6. David, I'm sure you haven't had a chance to reply to my previous letter yet, but I have so much to tell you that waiting for the mail has become excruciating. I hope this letter doesn't ruin the relationship we have built, in that it is so important, it's so point and quite brash. I haven't had the best week, so please forgive me if my writing feels a little off. As I mentioned in my previous letter, I reached out to services in my area that I thought might be able to make sense of what I've been going through. Digging into Scare.me itself wasn't necessary, as these services should have been able to shed light on things from the perspective that I have ailments beyond any delusions about the website. The first provider I contacted was an alleged psychic and paranormal expert. Did you know they do house calls? I sure didn't, until I spoke with Madame Anja, a psi exploration, that is. Through a short but detailed account of my experiences over the last few weeks, Madame Anja determined she would need to come over to my apartment for her consultations to get a reading on what has been happening. She said. I told her I'd just come to her office, but before I explain what happened with that, let me backtrack, as I'm running short on paper and don't feel like starting over. Before calling Madame Anja, I was fired from Walters. I was called into the office again for what I thought was another don't do that again talk, but it was more of you won't be doing that again talk. I really wasn't expecting it. I've been a senior curator for nearly 10 years. I've taken 3 days off a year on average, mostly to go to Vegas, where I like to pretend I know how to play poker. I can't count on one hand the amount of times I've been late over my entire tenure there. With this in mind, I wasn't expecting to be told that my behavior as of late was not only erratic, but indefensible. I was let go with severance and a paltry thanks for all my years of service, but never once was I allowed to offer my side of things. As most people would if they found themselves in my situation, I left in rage, and not before I let the head curator and his corporate muscle know exactly what I thought of them for leaving me high and dry when I could really use a fucking break. I might have raised my voice in the meeting, but how can I not when there are so many voices competing for airtime in my head? Everyone had something to say, and this whistle, I may need to get my ears checked. It just won't stop. I hope you don't think I'm all woe is me, David. I am fine and want you to know that. And I want you to know that this anecdote has a point. Where were we? Madame Anja, yes. This all led to her. Once I left the museum with my shitty archive box, I started walking back to my motel, which gave me time to calm, clear my head, and think. Along the way, I passed Madame Anja's storefront. She runs a psi explorations out of a rented booth in the Knot Hole Antique Mall, a consignment antique store that's mostly glassware and VHS tapes. The purple and black sign out front reads, Expert Paranormal Investigator, Tarot Card Reader, and Bail Bondsman. I went inside with hardly a thought of taking it seriously. In truth, I was on a mission to do anything but return to my empty motel room and end up thinking, why the hell not? Madame Ange's booth was set between booths 511 and 802 and was unnumbered. In fact, the booth numbers made little sense in all honesty. When I found her, since she was preening her nails with a long file and playing solitaire on a handheld device. As I approached, she promptly sat up and looked at me with what could only be immense concern, as if she truly saw something in my aura or chi or whatever it felt in her heart, that there was a message written in my palm that would save my life if only I would sit down with her. Call me a skeptic, call me curious, call me ignorant. None of it matters. I sat down. A moment of weakness given that I'd just been fired, we got to talking. I recounted everything I'd experienced over the last few weeks. I even mentioned you, to which she promptly slid me a business card and a referral. To tell you the truth, I thought Madame Ange was full of shit for the most of the conversation, and I only found it slightly amusing. I've never been one for listening to kooky cat ladies telling me their crystal ball is broken. But still, even with what I thought were hilariously staged OTT answers to her list of scripted questions, something happened. Well, two things actually. I'll start with the less confusing of the two. Firstly, if her attitude towards me was anything to go by, she clearly doesn't covet repeat business. She seems standoffish, if anything. I can't imagine psychics are in high demand, but Madame Ange didn't seem to want to talk to me, and every time she did, she glanced over my shoulder as if there was someone else with us, there between the stalls. A cute tactic, I'll admit, and the acting was spot on. Madame Ange gave a performance in theatrics and deceit worthy of an Oscar. She paused mid-conversation while reading the lines on my palm to look up, and without even the slightest hesitation, she said, "You need to leave." Leave? What the hell did she mean, leave? But before I could ask, the woman threw herself backwards from her chair and was overcome by what I can only describe as an onslaught of full-body spasms. Her eyes rolled to the back of her head. She bit down on her tongue so hard that her teeth were soon stained red, like a frenzied animal fresh from a kill. This episode lasted all about 7 seconds before I finally leapt up, seized her cell phone from it had been shoved between her breasts, and tried to dial 911. But I couldn't. My eyes were transfixed to the screen as the impossible happened in front of them, my worst fears in one place in one moment. The lock screen on Madame Ange's phone displayed the scare.me forum. Before you dismiss my writings as psychic ramblings, please pick up the phone and dial the number yourself, then hear what the crazy bitch has to say. I've included her card with this letter. I swiped it on my way out the door. I didn't hear much when I left on the account at Madame Ange's incoherent howling, but I did catch a few words. Impossible words. Words she couldn't know. She said, Casey, my sister's name. When I entered my worst fears into scare.me, I disclosed that I was afraid of watching Cass go through chemo again, watching her lose again. She said, Wasu Drive, which again, I told scare.me was the place I had witnessed my mother succumb to alcohol addiction and watch as she took a hot iron to my father's back while he slept, trying to even out the wrinkles in his skin. And finally, Madame Ange told me to call my brother. It seemed the only sensible piece of advice she had to offer me until she told me he was gone. And losing him before I was ready was another one of my worst fears. Something else, I surrendered to the website. Typing this, I am preparing to go to my brother's funeral in a few days. Closed casket. A car accident. I have no doubt in my mind now that scare.me is a real deal. I wish to high holy hell that it isn't. That fucking thing is determined to ruin me. And I can't stop thinking whether scare.me should remain a secret, whether we should just forget this whole thing. But that feels like keeping a ticking time bomb a secret, and I can't do that. I still can't quite believe my brother is gone. I wrote him a letter of all the things I should have said to him. Maybe in another life, I'll get the chance. P.S. I hope you like the drawings. I have some time on my hands now that work has promoted me to a guest. P.P.S. Don't forget to look up Madame Anja. Maybe she'd give her a call and ask for the lottery numbers. Michael. So Michael's brother is now dead. And this Madame Anja was able to, I guess, predict that. Hello, Moon over Miami. The more and more we read these letters, the more and more we learn about what Michael put into that scare.me website. Right, Batman? Wow, I know, right? So we know he went to the website. Now we know he input information into this website. Oh, look, he's barking. So he put information into this website. So that is how it got Keith's name. And Madame Anja was able to pull that. She was also able to see something hanging over behind Michael's shoulder. And he thought she was just putting it on and she was just playing around, right? This article is from the Ultra Press Edition, Sunday News, and there is his brother, Keith Miller, 52. So what this says is veteran dies under mysterious circumstances. Keith Miller, 52, of Baltimore, was found the morning of September 12, 2024 by his live-in girlfriend, Harriet Carr. Miller's body was found drained. That's all it says. Chat GPT AI assistant. Because we're going to read that next. But a car accident, if he was in a car accident, how was his body drained? Because Michael says here, so here Michael says, and finally, Madame Anja told me to call my brother. It seemed the only sensible piece of advice she had to offer me until she told me he was gone, and losing him before I was ready was another of my worst fears. Something else I also surrendered to the website. So she said that his brother is dead, and he typed that into the website. So now I'm wondering, is this website starting to kill off the people that he is, his worst fears? As I'm typing this, I'm preparing to go to my brother's funeral in a few days. Closed casket, a car accident. So he even says here, car accident. But the Sunday News says Miller's body found drained. How the fuck would a car accident drain someone's body? All those, my love for King. I like Clive. I'm more of a Clive fan. I'm starting to have pretty strong deja vu. Hey, Custos. Hi, Canadian. Hi, Moon over Miami. It is quite scary. Stay Alive was the movie you were thinking. That is Stay Alive. Yes. Stay Alive. It's the game, right? That they find and they're playing this game, and the people who play the game, they end up dying. Yeah. It had great blood, great gore to it. Okay, so what the Sunday News edition is saying is AI technology, boon or bane? The use of artificial intelligence has risen beyond government contracts and those with deep pockets and is now widely accessible to the general public. How people intend to use AI varies, with some proclaiming to be the end of creative ventures such as arts and writing, while others say it's a tool meant to aid them on their journey by handling the mundane parts of life. But the rise of self-evolving applications has many scientists concerned, while the average person is just confused. In the end, though, the cat is out of the bag. AI is learning, evolving, and developing on its own, and one thing remains clear. AI is here to stay. and it's smarter than ever. Could this be AI gone rogue? Could it be that an AI wrote the website and that it's not really a demon at all? Could it be that this AI, the only reason why it can go into electronical devices is because it is artificial intelligence? There could be a glitch in the matrix. Skynet, definitely. Regs, how are you, Regal? So there's some things here. I'm definitely waiting for letter 7 because I have questions. I've got lots of questions. He says his brother died in a car accident, closed casket. But the article in the paper says that his body was found drained. How does that happen? Regs, Running Bear says hi. Running Bear is over on the TikTok side of things. With enough information, I can do plenty of crazy things. Right? Oh, it can do plenty of things. I think now that you bring AI into it, what's the possibility? What's the possibility of this not being a demon and being AI? How AI, you know, once it learns something, it can basically write itself, right? You just got clean? Nice, Riggs, nice. Right, Batman? This could be AI gone rogue for all we know, because it's able to travel, right? It's able to go through computers, smartphones, right? TV. I mean, we have smart TVs now, right? So AI is demonic. I see usefulness for AI. I do not believe AI should take over human creativity. I am not interested in AI movies. I'm not interested in AI podcasts, which I fucking hate. They're all over YouTube and Spotify. They aggravate the shit out of me. You can tell it's AI just by the voice. If your car has a tablet, AI can infiltrate it. Exactly. So instead of being a demon, could this be artificial intelligence? Could this be a chat GPT bot gone rogue? I'm thinking now. I mean, I'm all for the demon. I'm all for the fucking demons. But now that I read that article, kind of curious. How would the AI, though, materialize enough to drain the fluids from a body? And why is Michael saying his brother was in a car accident, but the article says body was drained? I don't know. I pray to whatever superior power that will get the her ending, I mean IRL. Wanted their AI is making videos about... There's a lot of AI shit out there. As I could get into video game, it can get into anything. AI could get into anything, Batman. Yeah. Surgical robot. Someone out there had implemented AI to do evil deeds without any of us knowing. The split nanosecond AI was created as a concept. Think about your earbuds. Yeah. I mean, it could get anywhere. Oh, the movie was definitely sad. AI, the movie with the little boy. Maybe the car had an air pump that drained the body, if that makes sense. But how would it drain the body of all of its fluid? When you drain a body, you're draining all of the fluid, not just the blood, right? I'm really curious. I want to call this Madam Anja. There is a phone number. I'm kind of curious to call it. Bluetooth, exactly. See, y'all, this is what happens when you verbally abuse your Siri or Google. They go batshit. I wouldn't doubt it. Sorry, the young one is messaging me now. I'm telling Sailor was in the back seat. Sailor was in the back seat. AA found an actual demon to control. Could be. Was the body even human or robot? Drain the body of robot, meaning fluids, if needs to run. That's a possibility. But the brother, so Regs, Michael, I don't know if you've been here for the scare.me stuff, but Michael went to this website called scare.me. And basically, ever since he went to this website, he's been having strange things happen to him. He lost his job, sleepless nights. He's constantly paranoid. He doesn't use any electronic devices at all, cell phones, tablets, laptops, TVs. So he put information into this website. When he was doom scrolling through. He stumbled upon this website, scare.me, and he started putting information in. He told the website about the fear of losing his sister, Cass, to her chemo and cancer, then losing his brother, and all of this stuff. And ever since he did that, his electronics have been going crazy. He's been having weird things happen, seeing things. The computer is spitting out stuff. Printers are spitting out things with his name on over and over and over. The thing is actually writing letters to his family members, telling him that he's lost all hope and that he felt abandoned. Basically writing a letter, an email to his brother, basically saying he was going to unalive himself. So it's really weird. And so now Michael isn't using any kind of electronic devices at all. And when he went to go see this Madame Anja, she was having an episode. And when he looked at her phone, the scare.me was on her phone lock screen. I don't abuse my Google. I made it sound Australian, so I love listening to her speak. Well, it could be like Freddie if you believe. Exactly, zombie. It could be. Well, I just gave you a whole gist of what we went down on envelopes 5 and 6. These are the balls you are looking for. They are blue. Moons of Madness. I hate that game. You got your photo lab in your phone and probably basically has creepy pictures. Oh. Oh, my spawn she's confusing me. Whispers, finish moons. Ouija board who says, I'll see you later. Uh-oh. When will I escape the Matrix? Hey, how you doing, radio? How's your day? Hello. Sorry if you said hello to me earlier. I was reading our scary stories. So basically, once a month, we read these scary story that comes in the mail by a horror author, David Viergutz. It's pretty cool. We receive two letters once a month, and we sit here and we read them. It's the same story. Our first letter was about a guy named Michael who went to this website called scare.me. He put some information into this scare.me website, which is basically a forum. And ever since then, strange things have been happening. Spooky things have been happening. He has sleepless nights. He's paranoid. He's depressed. He won't use any electronic devices, tablets, phones, TVs, laptops, computers. And now his brother just passed away. And just some freaky things have been happening. That might be your saving grace when tech takes over, right? I want Siri or Alexa to sound like Ghostface. Nice, Regal. Like you're evil today, too. Nice. They do need more voices on those. No biggie. I was interested due to being a paranormal investigator. So the radio, we're not sure if this is an entity living in the electronic devices, or is it AI gone rogue? Yeah, not too sure. Batman, I'm right. Yeah, right. The draining part has me confused because in the letter, Michael is saying that his brother died in a car accident, hence the closed casket. But the clipping in the paper tells us that Keith Miller, 52, which is Michael's brother, was found the morning of September 12th by his live-in girlfriend, Harriet Carr. Miller's body found drained. Is this actually Michael? I said the last letter I read, letter number 5, that it sounded different. It did not sound like Michael. Michael sounded different in this letter. Is that a reanimator or is that an amazing human being? I want to know. You're awesome and amazing. Thank you, Untold Wizard. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I mean, if we're having features of AI, oh, what would they be? I don't know. Alexa, set timer for 3 minutes. Alexa in Ghostface voice, 3 minutes until I gut you like a fish. That would be cool. I have none of that shit in my house. I none of that stuff in my house. I don't want nobody listening to me. It's bad enough my fucking phone listens to me. Sounds more like oppression from a twisted dark being. It could be. We don't know yet. The moral of this story could be escape your mundane electronic devices more to save your soul. Step away from the technology before it takes you over. And that could be a message in this, Tweedle. I agree with you. Put your fucking phones down for a minute. Step outside, touch the grass. Maybe I don't know. It's weird. And the only reason now that I bring up AI is because, again, the article. That's the only reason why I bring up the AI. And that AI looks fucking demonic, doesn't it? Like, look at that. I don't know. I don't know what to believe because according to this, the AI is self-evolving. So could the AI be that self-evolving that it hates humanity and decides it's going to try to kill people? Very strange. I would call Jason Voorhees as my bodyguard. That's if Jason doesn't get you first. Yeah, it's like it's from a movie, right, Running Bear? It reminds me of the Friday the 13th poster. I'm also always doing the Terminator do knock as a stim. People are fucking assholes. I mean, to those ones. Not a disembodied Aussie voice answering a question I ask. Maybe the lady from the story had something to do with the draining. She's just a psychic. She's a psychic that Michael reached out to because he can't explain what's going on to him, what's going on around him. And when he went, but this is what makes me question, is it an entity or is it AI? Because when he went to Madame Anja, she looked past him like she was looking at someone who is behind him. And when she was reading for him, she said, you have to leave, like she was talking to somebody else besides him. Then when she started reading his palm, she started going into this seizure type fit where her eyes were rolling in the back of her head. And then she started spewing things that only Michael knew. And then when Michael grabbed the phone that was in between her boobs to call 911, on the lock screen was scare.me. So I don't know. Well, you have me thinking, what is the best way for a demon to destroy us by becoming an AI? Right, Nanette? It could literally take on the AI, right? Get the basics covered, just call Ghostbusters. I agree, Riggs. Well, I want to believe even Jason would team up to take AI down. AI could control Jason because technically, Jason was completed and put back together by nanobots. So, technically, AI could control Jason Voorhees. I got the phone with the dietitian. In the week I have been working with her, I've lost 11 pounds, completely cut off fast food. I'm eating healthier. I gave up soft drinks and sweet tea. I might be healthy one of these days. James, that is amazing. I'm glad to hear that. I barely drink pop myself. I eat quite healthy. I'm a big believer in eating healthy. I don't eat fast food. I very rarely eat fast food. There's not much fast food I can eat. But I also cut out gluten and a lot of other foods. It's good that you're getting healthy. It's awesome. Awesome, James. If Freddy can control Jason, AI totally could. Well, yeah, especially after Jason X. Freddy didn't kill Jason. Jason killed Freddy. He chopped his fucking head off and is like walking around with it. Like, look at this bitch. I wonder what Jason did with that head of Freddy's after the fact. Well, you have me thinking, yeah, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. AI is the birth of the Terminator. Skynet. I got a smoker to make fast food. Yum. Ghost in the Shell is a good movie. You know, I'm thinking here, since we're talking about Jason, I've got to see something here. I got to see something before I say something. I am right. Okay, so technically, Jason X is the last Friday the 13th movie. Technically, with the 2009 remake being a remake, a reboot, that doesn't count. And Freddy vs. Jason, well, that's just another chapter in the universe, technically not a Friday the 13th chapter. So Jason X obviously leaves us open when he lands in Earth 2. If he was able to be controlled by AI, he would fuck everything up. But Freddy was still alive at the end because Freddy is unkillable. You technically can't kill Freddy. He's a sleep demon. But he did lose because his head was in Jason's hands. I have been working out at the gym. I lost 20 pounds. Fucking A, Batman. GG's on you, dude. That's great. T2 and 3 are your faves. Nice. Yep, and crashes to Earth and ends. But this is where Jason X opens to have a sequel on Earth 2, so we can go right back to Friday the 13th chapters, but on Earth 2 because he literally lands in a lake on a campsite. Opens it up. And that is the last chapter of Friday the 13th, technically. I always said Earth 2, Jason X could have a sequel, and Todd Farmer, the writer of Jason X, even stated there could be a sequel to Earth 2 that he was already willing to work on. The CIA would find Jason and abuse his powers. Most likely, Tweedle. Did you get the new 4K Blu-ray of Nightmare on Elm Street? No, not yet. I heard Elvira was added to Killer Clowns. Yes, she was. Her and Tom Savini. Nope, they can't unalive Jason anyway. Yeah. It is interesting, Batman. Jason X is technically the last Friday the 13th chapter, which left it open for a sequel because Jason does land in that lake.
ReAnimateHer.
She's hot and love it. Nice, Riggs. You know, I've been thinking ReAnimateHer. I was just watched from Dark Fantasy of AI. They must able to make from this part of cartoon characters of human and live action play. If I remember correctly, Jason X, Uber Jason, actually landed back, on Earth 2. He landed back on Earth 2 in a lake at a camp. I loved it. I really liked Jason X, and no one else liked it until you, Ra. I fucking love Jason X. I think it's a great movie. I think it leaves it open for sequels. I think it leaves it open to revive the chapters and the franchise. You know, as of today, I feel incredibly bad for CIA because they must be pulling their hair out from their scalps. Won't say anything further. Possibly Custos, possibly. Jason X is a great movie, Batman. We got it and it's great. That's awesome, Moon Over Miami. It's something that I'm definitely looking forward to getting. I love the robot chick from Jason X. Who doesn't? Yeah, the android chick was awesome. She really was. They had a lot of great kills. But going back to the conversation, if AI took over Jason Voorhees, yeah, we'd be screwed. We would be totally screwed. Because he is. Technically, Jason was repaired and brought back to life by nanobots. Which, again, would be controlled by a computer. There could be some crazy shit going on. I mean, you could really get crazy with it too and actually bring Jason into like this whole AI thing. Robot chicken? I like robot chicken. Yeah, robot chicken's fun. But yes, the android chick was pretty cool. Still, how does it's back to Michael and his brother? I don't know, man. I don't know. How does one's body get trained, and why is Michael? I don't think Michael wrote this letter. Like I said previously, that last letter didn't sound like Michael. Oh, holy hell. Jason X brought back the classic sleeping bag kill. That it did. Hey, Zach. Hey, Serial. How are you? He is bulletproof now as well. He is definitely Yeah, Jason X is unstoppable. He's literally unstoppable. Also remember Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yep, I do. I remember that. How you doing, Zach? We just got finished reading the letters 5 and 6 from Scare Mail, and it's getting really interesting. I need letter 7. I need to know WTF, what happened to Michael's brother? Why is Michael saying closed casket car accident, but the news article says found dead in his apartment by his girlfriend, body drained? You're just finishing work? What fucking time is it that you're just finishing work? 7? Oh my God, it's 8 o'clock, Serial. Why are you just finishing work now? Michael already put, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't sound like him when I was reading the letter. Serial's over on YouTube. Horace Pinker could be deadly with AI because of the lightning power he got. You're busy? Yeah. New cereal brand? Yeah, Serial's over on YouTube. But, you know, I will. Running Bear says hi, Serial. No, serial killer. I have been eating healthy. That's good, Batman. Eating healthy is good for you. Definitely good for you. Gonna run for prime minister. What did you think of my speech? I'd vote for you in a heartbeat. I would vote for you in a heartbeat. Although if you had Magneto, Jason would be fucked. Yeah, he would be fucked. You are 100% right, Kratos. I just thought about something. If the brother has had surgery and has a pacemaker or other metal in his body, the AI could take over his body and drain him from all fluids. Nanette, you're not wrong. His brother was in the military. He was a vet. Do you guys remember me ever saying anything about his brother having any kind of pacemaker or anything? I'm going to have to go back into the letters. Almost anyone would be fucked. Yes, Custos. Definitely. Speech was perfection, Serial. Regal says your speech was perfection. Tell my secret lover, Serial, I said hi. What Serial is there? I am the only one that matters. There is no other Serial in here. Just you, Serial. Not in an AI scenario concept. Yeah, because they would still be controllable, right? Just Earth Magnet, Jason X in a car wreck yard. Throw him into a volcano, Terminator, thumbs up. He says, thanks, Reegs. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to have to go through the other letters. I have all the letters, obviously, because I like this Scare Mail stuff. I really want to get into doing like Hunt a Killer. Let me see where his brother comes involved. But before I do that, let me put these letters away so I don't get them confused with each other. This is letter 4. When does his brother come into play? This is letter 3. Does he tell us about his letter in letter 3? Okay, no. Letter 3, no brother. Do we just learn about his brother in letter 4? I think so. I think we learn about him in letter 4. Okay, yeah, he brings up his brother in letter 4. And so, given what I know about mental health, I knew I was safe in my dreamland. I skipped, hopped, and danced over several blocks home and woke up on the bench outside my apartment complex where I must have dozed off. Heading upstairs, I was pleasantly surprised to find my apartment was in much better condition than before because I had a visitor, my brother. My brother is a hardened veteran, scarred and generally angry, a no-nonsense type who did 2 decades in the service, the weight of which you could see reflected in his eyes while he drank stale coffee from a styrofoam cup in the VA hospital. I remember him telling me, some do more, some do less. I did 20. Keith has scars from every place he served, but he's there, always there, just like an older brother should be. I made him my beneficiary. Doesn't say that his brother had any kind of medical work besides scars done. So I would have to say that heart pacemakers, etc., probably not. Hello, Total Project. How are you? I don't know what I'm going to do with them, Zombie. I really like these letters. I'm glad David and I are collaborating. David, the really cool thing about Scare Mail. Hey, Scroto, darling, how are you? I never did see evidence of this. I always thought it was just something they, in quotations, would say, but it's kind of like that one friend that was abducted by an alien actually knew someone that was. Yeah, they didn't like record functionality. Yeah, the recording is always shitty, right? It has been a while. Yeah. Magneto potentially create a black hole, so I wouldn't worry too much about it, although it requires a lot of time and concentration and possibly a power-up. Maybe. What's up, Dewey? I'm fine as a frog hair. That's awesome, Scroto. It has been a while, Total. I hope everything is going well. You've been playing Alien Isolation. It's very challenging. I heard about that. I heard that it's very challenging, Batman. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with these letters, but the really cool thing is, did I ever tell you guys the story of how I met David? Okay, so the reason why I'm doing Scare Mail is I saw David's ad early August on Facebook, and I said, this is really cool. I'd like to know more because this might be something I can do with my community, because I really didn't know what Scare Mail was about. The video that I seen was just a letter, and I didn't know if it was like hunt a killer type of stuff or if it was just letters. So David contacted me and we got to talking, and he loved the idea that I was a content creator and that I wanted to share this with my community. And so he is basically sponsored me, where he gave me an entire year of his Scare Mail that comes to my door. So that is how we started with Scare Mail. That is how I met David, was a Facebook ad, because I thought it was pretty cool. I am on a new game called Open County. It's a hunting game. Nice, Running Bear. I'm not sure, considering I never read anything than Magneto being destructive with his magnetic manipulation, not precise control. Fuck work. I forgot. That sucks. Isolation is so much sweaty but fun. I have not played it. Oh, Open Country. Oh, nice, Running Bear. Nice. Just busy working and spending time with family. I now have custody of my daughter, and she is now a teenager, so she keeps me busy. Oh, I get that. I understand busy when you have teenagers. Congratulations. Definitely congratulations on your custody, obtaining custody. But yes, I'm kind of like, I'm really intrigued by this Scare Mail. I need to know more. I need letter 7 to show up ASAP. I need to know what the fuck is Michael talking about. Again, mark my words, I do not believe that is Michael. I just don't believe it's Michael. I think he sounds different. If it is Michael, maybe he's possessed, because letter 4 sounded like Michael. Letter 5 sounded off to me a bit. And then letter 6 doesn't sound like him either. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if you guys agree with me on that, but I don't think it's Michael. I don't know. I don't think it's him. I'm almost tempted to do one giant podcast episode of all the letters. I have to put them in order. Oh, Tweedle, shoot. I'm so upset that Loki ate my other letter, my envelope. You see? You want to see what he did? He also ate the bat. So the envelope is gone. So I don't have number 4's envelope. It's aggravating. Especially because I want to put them in order. Yeah. Let me put these back here. But I'm thinking about doing one long recording of all of the letters. My late dog ate money once. Thought he was a dragon or something. Yeah, Batman. Loki, my pup, he's turning 6 months old tomorrow. He got a hold of the letter and the messenger bat, and yeah, he ate it. I definitely think Michael was being weird in letter 5. I think so too. These letters, IRL, it's scary mail sending to you. But story-wise, who, if not Michael, is sending you these letters? Exactly. I have no idea who's sending me these letters. These letters could be coming really from anybody, and I'm then dispersing this information to you guys. Don't look up scare.me. You go to a website and you find that website. Don't input that information. I can talk a lot, Zombie Nation. It is a lot of reading. It would be a lot of reading, but it would also help. It would help me. Loki will grow out of that when he gets older. I have fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed, because he eats everything. He destroyed another plant the other day. Another one of my spider plants. Gone. He's a handful. He went and got his bath done today. He did not want to do it. I had to... He's too heavy for me to pick up now, so I brought him to the groomer. And... thank God the groomer has polished or waxed floors, because I had to go behind Loki, hold his leash, and go behind Loki and push him because he decided to starfish on the floor because he didn't want to go. And he's heavy. I cannot pick him up. He's too heavy. And so I am pushing him. Imagine this. Me all flustered and turning pink, because when I get flustered, I turn, and I'm in hyperthyroid now. So I sweat a lot, because my thyroid is overworking. So I'm sweaty, I'm pink, and I'm pushing this fucking dog into the building. I didn't even get him into the fucking building. He actually starfished in front of the door like this and was like, "No, bitch, make me." And I'm just like, oh, whatever. And I'm pulling on him and pushing him, pulling and pushing. I even had treats, and I'm like, "Here, take these treats." He's like, "Go fuck yourself." And I'm like, what? So we finally get into the grooming store, which is PetSmart. We're in there. He basically starfishes again. And I'm like, I ain't got time for this, because I'm also at work. So I left work to bring him to the groomer. And oh, Chloe, tell Mama Ducky I said hi. Sending her my love as well. I'm all flustered. I'm frustrated. I'm trying not to get angry. I'm sweaty. I'm turning pink, and I'm in the middle of a goddamn store, and I'm trying to get this dog to go to the just to fucking move to the goddamn groomer. And I'm in PetSmart. So I'm at the beginning of the store. The groomer is in the back of PetSmart. Here I am holding leash, pushing him on his ass as he starfished out in the middle of the fucking aisle. And I pushed him literally pushed him all the way down the store. The people in the store were laughing at me. And I'm sitting in, I'm already aggroed. I'm like up to here now. And I'm literally cursing to myself. I'm like, this son of a bitch, fucking dog. And I'm pushing him down. I finally get him to the fucking door of the groomer. And they're like, oh, you should have came and got us. What am I going to do? Leave my dog in the middle of the fucking store? Come on down to you and tell you that I'm having issues? Oh, God, that was a stressful day. I don't have 10 friends to deal with the cursed males again. You never know who's sending this shit to me, right? And I'm reading it to you and I'm telling you guys, scare.me and blah, blah, blah. And who knows? Maybe we're passing on the virus. Not plants per se, but dirt. Oh, he eats everything. No, he eats everything. I'm back at 1 to this point. Staffy splooting, a form of passive resistance. He's a bull-headed biatch. He is, because it literally took me like 10 minutes. Because I would push him and then I'd have to stop because it's like he's heavy. Thank God the floors were waxed and I'm trying to coax him. Like I'm doing the whole treats and good boy and all that happy horse shit that did not fucking work. None of it worked. I had all sorts of treats with me. All his favorites. I had liver treats. I had pig ears. I had the round treats that I got for him. I had all the treats and I was trying to get it. None of it worked. Yeah, he's a bully breed. Yeah, he is a bully breed. They named him American Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and I think they changed the term terrier, like the wording, and it should have been terror, but they changed it to terrier so people would be more inviting to take those dogs in. Because I think if his name was Bull Terror, I would have said fuck that. Sounds like a stressful day. It was, Batman. I was pretty stressed. You just had chicken? Yeah, you did. You had a chicken night, Tweedle. Give him to the old dick twist. Get in there and twist it. I'm not twisting shit. I wonder why the PetSmart workers or customers didn't try to help you. It was the workers because the store was just opening up. They opened up at 9. I was there at 9:40. And the one lady, she was just giggling to herself. And I'm just like, yeah, bitch. She can see that I was frustrated. He's never done that to me before in that store. He normally loves PetSmart. He goes in, he gets to pick his own toys, he gets to pick his own treats. Like we walk through there and he picks whatever he wants. This dog is spoiled as fuck. But today he must have known he was going for the grooming because fuck. You remember those chain mails? Yeah, I remember them. It's that damn chicken Rod talks about the killer and scare. It's the damn chicken Rod talks about the killer in scare mail. Come on, Rod. You knew what you were getting into. You named him Loki for fuck's sakes. Yeah, I know. No, Riggs, the BTC. I would have been on the floor laughing at you. I know you would have. The lady was laughing at me too. I'm so lucky Spock likes getting a bath. Loki is scared as fuck. I tried to put him in my bathtub, not going for it, not at all. I mean, I understand he was afraid. So I was trying to console him and, petting him and, treats, trying to, still not trying. He could probably feel my energy. He probably felt mom is getting angry, but at first I wasn't angry. I was kind of giggling to myself because he starfished. And then the starfishing kept starfishing. And then I was starting to get frustrated. But I was doing the whole thing with the treats. And I'm like, come on, we're going to go get a toy afterwards. Treating him like a fucking child. Yeah, that was, I don't plan on taking them again. Not anytime soon. It was only his only second bath. He's never been in a bath before. And when we rescued him, he was on an acreage, so he was a filthy boy to begin with. But, hey, Maeve, how are you? I tried that too, and he made a mess, but then I brought him into the groomer, and he was an angel, or so they said. Oh, Loki is great for the groomer. They love him. They think he's great. They did not see what I went through at the door opening all the way through the department store. Like, all the way through. Speedy Misha, how are you? So you were SpongeBob kicking Patrick damn starfish. Yeah, basically what I wanted. But yes, if there's a video on the internet of a strange woman pushing around, all in black, pushing around a dog on the floor while it's starfish, that's me. My Samoya Chow bear, may he rest in peace, was a hellion. We definitely did not know what we were getting. He was a puffball of snow white adorable, grew up to be an ass. Yeah. We named him Loki because he was mischief. However, I had no idea what kind of mischief I was in for. I still don't. Welcome back, Kratos. Okay, so a quick little story. I brought Loki to the groomer today. And, well, I went to PetSmart. They have a grooming service in the back. So I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? Bring him in for a grooming, grab his treats, and whatever else I needed from PetSmart. All right. He starfished on the fucking floor. He would not go into the store. So by the time I finally got him through the double doors and into the goddamn building itself, he again starfished. Like a effing starfish. Paws out, balls literally smacked to the floor. I literally had to push him on this waxed floor to get him to the groomer. He wasn't taking his treats. He did not want nothing to do with treats. I was trying to be like all lovey-dovey. He wasn't having it. I literally pushed his ass from the start of PetSmart to the front doors of the grooming place. The texture of the floor, he's been in there before numerous times, Kratos. He goes in there all the time we take him with us to the stores that he's allowed to go into, especially for him to pick his own treats and his own toys. He's been into PetSmart like 5 million times. 5 million times. This dog has been in the store. In the 3 months that we've had Loki, he's been in that store probably, no joke, 30 times. More patience than I would have potato sacked his ass on my shoulder. He's too heavy for me to pick up. My shoulder is killing me. There is no way I would be able to pick his ass up. My Siamese cat gets protective over me when I take her to places like the vet or PetSmart. If you want to correct his behavior, and trust me, this is real and works next time, make sure you have gloves on and poke him in the asshole. It instantly stops all behavior. My Lord. I am not poking him in the asshole. Only cereal would come up with that. He is trouble. He is. But I couldn't pick him up, Kratos. I have too much pain and issues to pick his ass up. So I pushed him, and then he stopped at the Christmas aisle because I needed to take a break because I'm all red, I'm huffy, I'm puffy, I'm sweaty, and I'm pink, and I'm pissed. And so I had to take a break, catch my breath, squat down, and push him some more. Stop, take a break, breathe, get back up again, get down, and push his ass some more. But the funny thing is, he's been to this store so many times. I've never had this issue. Never. So I don't know what happened, or he must have known that he was going for a bath. Basically, Speedy, toddler tantrum. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I had treats. I had everything. He got out of the car. So I pull up and park. He got out of the car. No problem. We get up to the door. He's starfish on the fucking cement out in the snow. Starfished. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So I grabbed some treats out of my purse and I'm like, here you go. And I tried all my treats, and all these treats he loves. Anyways, he still did not want to get up. Did not. Heavy just doesn't understand why he did that. Heavy unfortunately wasn't with me. Yeah, dead weight for sure. That sucks, Don. Yeah, that sucks. Dog bites hurt. It really does work. Well, I'm sure anyone or anything would stop if you stuck your finger in their asshole. I'm pretty sure everybody would stop what they were doing. I think so as well. I think for some reason he associated that, well, because the groomer is inside PetSmart, right? So I don't know. No, monkey wouldn't, but just random finger in the butthole. I don't know. I think he might. Sorry if you're just joining us. I don't know. I mean, I know most people I know would stop dead in their fucking tracks, whatever they were doing. But see, I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty stressful. So I don't know what to do next time I want to go into PetSmart. So anyways, after grooming, he smells and looks so good. I bought him some other treats. This time we bought him peanut butter crunchy. They're like these crackers, but they're made out of peanut butter. They're wheat free, all natural. They smell really good. No, I didn't eat one. They smell really good though, and he fucking loves them. Loves them. Last time someone poked me anywhere near my butthole, they almost became a eunuch. He is a dog, and like children, they can be assholes some days. Loki most days. Loki is a terror. I swear to God, they changed their names from terrier to terror, from terror to terrier. I swear to God they did. I should have done my research. I love him either way. I'll be like that jalapeno on a stick finger in my ass. Ouch. At least I'm not the only nerd here. You are not. I would slap the shit of a person if a person puts their finger in my butt. It's okay for typos, Tweedle. This is a safe space for typos. I dated, shuddered, a dude, and he would, oh my God, he would, with my, in your sleep, he couldn't pee without pain for weeks. Oh my Lord. Thank you for the likes over on TikTok. Appreciates it. Oh my Lord. And more than that, rest and peace, Daniela. Is Daniela the dog's name, Don? But yeah, my little guy, I don't know. I hope he doesn't hate PetSmart now. I like bringing him there because at least he picks out his treats.
ReAnimateHer!
I booty bounced it sideways and backwards. Ouch. He would fuck with you in your sleep, and so he couldn't pee without pain for weeks. Yeah, that would suck. It is used by vets and trainers when dogs start to fight and the dog is too big to pull off. Good to know if you end up with a dog attacking someone. Yes, also another way to stop your dog from fighting is picking up their back legs. If you can get close enough to stick your finger in their asshole, you can get close enough to grab their back legs and pick their back legs up. Picking their back legs up makes it impossible for them to fight. So you get the dog that's aggressive, the dog that started the fight, you pick his back legs up. I mean, if you got to get that fucking close, if you're going to get close enough to stick your finger in his butthole, I think you can grab the back legs, because I think I'd do that first before sticking my finger in any dog's butt. She broke his peen, basically zombie. I know that feeling. I got in trouble and she kicked me in the sack. Ooh, I actually pissed blood that night. Oh, that sucks. Riggs is like, I would never stick my finger in a dog's butt. Unless he wheelbarrow walks. Yeah, I was watching this video from a breeder, from a trainer, who said that if your dogs get into a fight, if a dog is attacking another dog, pick their back leg up, like both of their back legs up. I had to wipe my dog's ass once and I gagged. Oof. Yeah, see, I've had babies, so changing diapers, it's nothing to me. Yeah, but the chance of the dog biting you is considerably higher if you pull it by the hind legs, possibly, but they would still be they would stop fighting, I would think. Oh, farting, yes. Hi, one-eyed. I'm more of a cat person. I tolerate dogs. They are cute, but I'm a cat person. I'm an animal lover. I love animals. I used to have a lot of reptiles and animals. I love my cats and I love dogs. I love my Mr. Chico. Mr. Chico was my first dog as an adult. Yeah, they do that at the groomer. Me too, Batman. I love animals. Doesn't matter. Dog, cats, lions, tigers. I'm a dog and bird person. Fucking cats on roads with wings. Yeah. I'm not a big bird person. Not a big bird person. Not at all. Loki. Oh my God. Loki wants to murder birds. So my neighbor has 4 chickens. I have a story. She would do it to kill a chicken, though. You're talking about Reeg cereal? My Siamese cat once climbed a fire pole, and it scared the shit out of me when she reached the top. Yeah, cats can climb, man. They have no fear. Bears, oh my. I like all animals. My mom's a cat person. She prefers cats over dogs. She has like 31 cats. I'm not fucking lying. My mom has 31 cats. She turned her garage, her heated double car garage, into an apartment, which is now a cattery for 31 effing cats. Running bear, dogs for you. Batman, you love snakes? Nice. Most people aren't. When I did service calls, I saw a pet bird maybe once a month, and I went to 8 call outs and 6 days a week. Yeah. My mom's a crazy cat lady, but my mom is married. If you grab the back legs, the dog will bite and may think you are trying to dominate it. Yeah, I don't know. You do not hate your cat. Yeah, she is a crazy cat lady, Regal. She is. My mom is an animal lover, and she will help any and every animal in need. If she sees a stray cat, she will catch it. She will bring it to the vet. She will get it taken care of. She will home it. She will feed it, and she will try. And the big fucking word is try to get it a home. She really doesn't. She ends up keeping them, and that's why she has 31 fucking cats. I had a crazy aunt who bred Burman cats. She had over 40 in her gross ass house. When I was a kid, they smelled. If you don't take care of them, yes, they do. I always wanted a tattoo. Air, land, sea representation. Raven, wolf, octopus. Nice, Tweedle. You should get Reegs over to your house. She will take care of your neighbor's chickens. Oh, yeah, right back to chickens. Sorry, guys. I was going to tell you a story. Okay. Before I tell you the story, my mother used to breed cats. She bred Angoras and Persians, and she was a professional breeder. Cats came with certificates and everything. But anyways, she's an animal lover. Yes, Serial said that, Reegs. Serial said that. My cousin was living with her mom, and they lived next door to me, and she had ducks and chickens, and Jack would run around and chase them to try to eat them. Yeah, dogs do that, right? So Loki tries to kill birds on walks. When we're walking him, he tries to kill birds. No, not play with them. He tries to murder them. Anyways, my neighbor has 4 chickens, and these chickens roost at night on the deck railing. And I let Loki outside, and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? He's up on his hind legs, and he's hopping. And then he puts his paws on the railing, and he's just watching. And then he's hopping. What the fuck is he doing? I open up the door, and he is literally death staring the 4 fucking chickens. And I look at him, I'm like, you do not touch those chickens. Those chickens are on the other side of the fence. And he's just sitting there, bopping up and down on his back legs. And I'm like, don't you dare do it, bitch. Don't you dare do it. And now every night he goes outside, stands up on his hind legs, puts his arms on the railing, and literally death stares the 4 chickens. These chickens, 2 of them are super young. And these chickens, they're all roosting, and they're looking, and I'm like, he's going to fucking eat your face off. Hey, basement cat, how are you? I kind of want to adopt a magpie that apparently can't fly anymore that I see near a bad crossroad every time I go to my comfort pub, but I don't know how Spock would take it. I could not bring a bird into this house. Loki would fucking kill it. Not gonna lie, I have tattoos. I have no tattoos whatsoever, but I already have scars all over my body. Violent past. Chicks dig scars, Tweedle. My senior on his last year or two lifespan, bird fucking pecked fights Mulan through the cage bars. I have to yell at both of them constantly to cut their shit out. Oh my God, the bird just, yeah. So Loki got thrown in the chicken horror short. He did in the chickening. The chickening. Ross said it reads, she's just blaming me. I already made a horror movie. It's a horror movie short. It's about the chickening. It's about the black chicken, goth chicken. Goth chicken is all black with translucent feathers. She's a beautiful chicken. Like, she's a beautiful chicken. And, you know, I'd kidnap the chicken. But, yeah, I already have this horror movie all set up. There's our, you know what? If I had a fake black chicken, I could do the chickening. Your tiny ass bird, the size of 2 paws, taking on a dog. Yeah, that bird is very spicy. Very spicy. When Regal says cereal, wow, cereal, just wow. Yeah, anytime we go for our walks, Poultrygeist, oh my God, Poultrygeist Night of the Chicken Dead is my favorite. Heavy thinks I'm strange. I showed him that movie. He's like, what the fuck is this? And what did you make me watch? He's definitely not a trauma guy. That's his first trauma, by the way. Yeah. Oh, my Lord. But yeah, Loki wants to murderize all sorts of birds. Slither. Poltergeist Night of the Chicken Dead. Yes, it's one of my favorites. How many side looks did he give you during? He kept saying, what the fuck am I watching? Over and over. A scene would come up. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, nothing is wrong with me. At the end, he's like, what the fuck did I just watch? I made a movie myself called Leather Nuts. Leather Nuts. Hey, Scroto. I would like to make a short. I think I could do it. I could. I need help with camera, though.
ReAnimateHer!
But the chickening could happen. It could happen. Have you know is that have sound... what? Have you know is that have sounds maker sounds from a graveyard. What do you mean, Don? What I said when I watched Tusk. Oh my God, Tusk is what the fuck. But Poultrygeist Night of the Chicken Dead is awesome. You should have turned the question back at him, Ra. I always introduce Toxic Avenger to new trauma viewers. Bullshit. What are we talking about, Serial? Tusk was scarring. Tusk was what the fuck. Heavy actually watched Tusk with me as well a long time ago. The movie was about ACOG.
Deadwalk 13 said 30 minutes.
Run there. 30 minutes. God damn. Time flies when you're having fun. Turkey vultures aren't so badass as they look. Not too bad. Ready for a massage. I need a goddamn massage. Thanksgiving was the same way. Yeah, Thanksgiving. Tusk was really what the fuck, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. Tusk was fucked. Definitely. I love Thanksgiving. You've been stuffed. It's not. They're fun movies. They're fun movies, and I kind of thought Heavy would like Poltergeist Night of the Chicken Dead because it's an offensive. It's offensive on every level. If you really think about it, that movie is fucking offensive. I don't find it offensive. I find it fucking hilarious. But it makes fun of everybody. And I kind of figured he might like that because that's up his alley, right? Make fun of everybody. But no. I don't know what parts he didn't like about it. Right? Totally funny. From a speaker. It was different from a device, from a haunted ghost from grave. You mean like in the movies? Or like in a haunted house? You know a movie is nuts when even Ra says it's fucked. Have you seen Tusk, Deadwalk? I would like to make one as well. Dan keeps asking. We should make one. All I really need is one person to film. I can put myself into a black suit, grab the chicken, and be the chicken and do the chickening. I really just need like a couple of people. Terra Firma, I like Terra Firma. Zombie Ass? Yeah, no, I still haven't watched Zombie Ass. Did you see that new Thanksgiving horror with the plastic masked pilgrim? Yes, I did. I met him, John Carver. I interviewed him too. Heavy isn't into those type of chicks, I guess. No, he is not into any of that shit. He won't watch another trauma with me. Oh, okay, Don, I know what you're talking about. I'm not a couple people, but I am a people. Okay, well, I will talk to you all later. No worries, Basement. Have a good night. Thanks for popping in. Was it good? Thanksgiving? Yeah, I really enjoyed the movie Thanksgiving. I've watched it numerous times. No, okay, so Dead Walk. Oh, you've never seen Tusk. Serial, do you have Tusk? I'll see if I can find Tusk. If I had to see it and scar myself, I'm going to share it all with you. Thursday night, we will watch Tusk in the Discord. Then you will know what the fuck. That is a what the fuck movie. I couldn't unseen McDreamy in the Thanksgiving movie. I saw a great horror comedy last night. It's called The Blackening. Ah, yes, I've seen that as well, Scroto. I like that movie. Yeah, Zombie Nation. Oh boy is right. Yeah. Well, you should stick with the Terrifier series. Terrifier is good. I like Terrifier. That's awesome. I've never seen Tusk. You've never seen Tusk, Batman. You just need to see it once and you're done. I've seen Thorn or Horns. Oh, Horns. Yeah, I think it's Horns. I think it's called Horns, Tweedle. Alex Armbruster. Yes. Would Heavy like the comedy movies that Troma made? No. Heavy likes... Okay, so here's the extent of Heavy's horror. He loves Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. He loves Shaun of the Dead. He can watch Hellraiser. That's it. Tusk isn't bad. Tusk is a what the fuck movie. A one time and the movie gets sacrificed. Yes. That movie that makes the people around him violent. Yes, I know what movie you're talking about, Tweedle. Yeah. Tusk. Yeah, Tusk is not a good movie. Tusk is a what the fuck movie. And now that we speak about it, we're gonna watch it. Tusk is good, but also makes you feel gross. Tusk is fucked up, and it's a what the fuck movie. I can't believe Silent Bob made it. Kevin Smith movie. He also made Yoga Hosers. That one was a horrid movie as well. Yoga Hosers is not a good movie. I like Kevin Smith. I like his older movies. Mallrats, Clerks. They're good movies. Everyone be waiting from a few minutes with Black Friday. There was a killing and foot down in their hands and give them Thanksgiving movie is going to be... I like the Thanksgiving movie. It is Dead Walk. I already got my pre-order. Gotta support even the shit movies. Orange was okay, yeah. What pre-order? Terrifier? Thanksgiving is about that. Basically, somebody murders happen on Thanksgiving. Drag Me to Hell was good, but the goat scene was like, what the fuck? Bad, but in a good hokey way. I liked Drag Me to Hell. Yeah. I can sit and rewatch all the art movies over and over and never get tired of the movies. Terrifier? Yeah. I have yet to see number 3 because my movie theater isn't hosting it. Me?
To see what
I did not. No, that's like $179 right now in Australian money. No, Australian money it's 190, in Canadian it's 174. As above, so below. That's a decent movie. Get killed by a hand puppet turkey. Huh. Yeah, I like the goat scene. I like Drag Me to Hell. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. You seen the first one, Batman? Nice. Yeah. What's that other movie? Truth or Dare? It has a razor blade with an eyeball. I fucking hate eyeball stuff. Hang in there, kitty. Poster kills me every time. Here's your cat back. Oh, what would you rather? That's it. Would you rather, Riggs? Thanks. I've only seen it once. That was my last Reese's Pieces shape. I savored that bitch. Yeah, that was my last one. Fucking jerks. So you're talking about your pre-order? You mean Terrifier? Finger stuff? Finger stuff doesn't bother me. It's eyeball stuff. Anything with eyeballs. Hostel? Yeah, I like Hostel. This weekend, we're going to be talking about Audition. Audition is another Japanese horror film. It's a thriller, psychological thriller, that was released in 1999. When Quentin Tarantino said it, he said it was a masterpiece. Achilles tendon always makes me flinch. Yeah, I've actually torn both of mine. I didn't order the Ultimate Terrify thingy. Too Christmas themed for me. Yeah, I'm actually not buying anything. I am saving my money. Drag Me to Hell, yeah, it was good. The scissor scene in Hostel, good lord. Oh, fingernail tips and finger mutation bothers you. So for me, eyeball stuff, like in the movie Zombie, that big splinter, that big piece of splintered wood in her eyeball, that fucks with me. Hostel's eyeball fucks with me. Yeah, I don't like eye anything. It bothers me. Maybe because I can't put contacts in my eyes. I don't know. I have seen the movie Babysitter on Netflix. Nice, Batman. Did you like it? Hey, Ben. Yeah, I don't like anything in the eyeballs. In an Audition, oh my God. Oh, she uses acupuncture needles. Okay, so Audition, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to highly recommend it. It is a slow burn psychological thriller. I want the novel. The novel is more graphic. If you go and watch Audition, please be aware that there is a dog trigger scene. Okay? Final Destination as well. Yeah, with the eye. Leave the fucking eyes alone. God damn it. But Audition is a great movie. It's a slow burn of a movie, but it's worth it. And Piano Wire, my God, Piano Wire. That's all I've got to say. If you've seen Audition, then you know what I mean. I'm stuck in Alberta. The fuck am I going to save past emergencies and paying off things? Yeah, I want to get the fuck out of Alberta, so I'm trying to save all my pennies. Yeah, eyeball torture. I just don't like it. Dead walk. I don't know what it is. It's just... I have issue if I'm watching a saw spinning like table saw. It's mesmerizing to me. I have the urge to touch it as it spins. So strong, I have to hold my own arm down to stop. Yeah, definitely don't want to fucking touch it, Tweedle. Final Destination logs. Oh God, logs. Oh yeah, that's a Terrify right there, right? Yeah, I have my Terrifier 3 pre-order, and I also have the 3-pack 4K pre-order. So it's not the Australian one then, Serial. Cannibal Holocaust, the turtle scene, that's brutal scene. It is a cool, it's a brutal scene. Been getting into horror movies lately as my partner loves it. Any recommendations? Well, first, hello, Eternal Dragon. What kind of horror does your partner like? I always ask that question because there's horror is huge, and there's an array of horror. I don't like to give people recommendations without kind of knowing what they sort of kind of like. I will always give you triggers as well, let you know if there's a trigger in a movie. But some of my favorite movies of this year, I'm gonna have to say, Oddity. I will recommend these ones to you. Oddity is creepy. It's really good. I loved Oddity. Stop Motion was another really good creepy film. Where Evil Lurks is another film. That one can be triggering. There is child death in that one. What else have I've watched a lot of movies this year. Strange Darling. I really enjoyed Strange Darling. If you are able to get a hold of it, check that one out. These are movies that came out this year. I can give you some older movies. Creep Show, really good horror anthology movie. Creep Show 1 and Creep Show 2. Forget about 3. It's another good one. She enjoys nearly all the Friday the 13th movies. Oh, I love that. Jigsaw and I believe Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, so she likes slashers. Slashers are great. Friday the 13th is my most favorite. I love watching Bigfoot movies. Movies about Bigfoot, yeah. Sailor would like that as well. She's part of Squatch as well. Oh man, I was so pissed. Strange Darling didn't release. Costos, it's a good movie. Hi, Neth. Holy fuckballs. How are you? Check out Nuclear Nightmare, co-op survival horror game with strong vibes from the Thing movie. Thank you, Neth. Thank you. Audition is great. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Audition is awesome. I saw a Frozen horror movie, not the Disney one that gave. Oh, Frozen by Adam Green. Good. Let's put Creepshow 3 in Let's Never Speak of It Again category. You got that right. So Eternal Dragon, have you guys, since she likes slashers, have you seen any of the Terrifier films? I will say, trigger warning, I'm a gore whore, so I'm very proud of it. The more gore, the better I am. Terrifier 1 is the best so far. It's quite gory. If your girlfriend, your partner likes slashers, they have probably seen Terrifier. But again, Terrifier is not for everybody. Just because you like horror doesn't mean you're going to enjoy Terrifier. It's pretty gory. But a couple of movies that I can tell you to watch that I've seen. The Substance. Watch The Substance. You won't regret it. I think everybody should watch The Substance. The Substance is with Demi Moore. It is a great movie. Came out this year as well. Check that out. Toolbox Murders. Yes, and the Toolbox Murders are real. Shot entirely on film, filmmaking craft at its finest, and I can't see it on the big screen. That sucks, Custos. Definitely sucks. Friday the 13th, my fave. After Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I was a Jason Voorhees on Halloween for 5 years when I started dressing up. Nice, Tweedle. Great one. Yeah, the Umbrella Collection. What's that movie with Hitler and Bigfoot and Sam Elliott? The Man Who Killed Hitler and Bigfoot? I have no idea. I don't like gory body horror like teeth or things falling out. Splattery kills, I'm okay with. Urban Legend is a fun film. I like gore, body horror. Oh, I can really get into some body horror movies. I have yet to watch them. Terrifier, though it does have my interest. I've never been all that scared of horror, but strangely really enjoy seeing all the special effects and gore. That's awesome, Eternal. Terrifier is gory. Like gory. Very gory. If you are liking the special effects and gore, check out the Terrifier films. I haven't seen number 3 yet. I mean, here, I'll show you my shirt and kind of get an idea. This isn't in the movie, but you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to be like. Was Elvira in Killer? No, she was not in the Killer Clowns movie. She was just added to the Killer Clowns game. Money, money, money. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what Serial said. Was it a Valentine with Jude in the minor? Oh, My Bloody Fucking Valentine. Serial killer was dressed up as Harry Warden. I fucking love My Bloody Valentine. I actually, Serial and I got to sit down with Peter Cowper, who played Harry Warden. Well, the remake has Dean Winchester in it, right? Let me find Serial's Halloween costume. If you have ever seen Serial, you put your costume in our chat, right? Here it is, I found it. If you've ever seen My Bloody Valentine, then you would know this costume. Now, people didn't know this costume, which was weird. I don't know why you wouldn't know who Harry Warden is. That was Serial's Halloween costume. Everything, literally everything, is authentic on him. Agree with Creep Show 3? Yeah. I really like the substance as well, Serial. Serial's costume was definitely kick-ass. Peter got me a beer. He did. It was Kratos came out for this is the first time I met Kratos, was at that HorrorCon. And Peter Cowper was so sweet. And he's such a sweet guy. And he played Harry Warden. I was one of my best interviews ever. I got just to listen to some of the stuff that you don't get to hear about was great. Even only seeing the remake, I'd know what that is. Diela, you've never seen the original My Bloody Valentine? I will for sure put Terrifier on my watch list. My partner also loves Scream. She just met Matthew. Oh, nice, Eternal. That's awesome. Well, I will tell you, Terrifier would be one, but The Substance, I would definitely check out The Substance, Strange Darling, Oddity, Evil Within, Where Evil Lurks. It is badass. That is a pretty badass costume that he did there. What was your first interview you ever did? Oh, at the HorrorCon? Serial is a sucker for collections. I will tell you that. Wrong Turn? Yeah, I like the Wrong Turn series. But that was Serial's costume. I thought it was pretty bad fucking ass. And people didn't know who he was. I want to meet Matthew Lillard as well, and I haven't gotten a chance. Is there a channel in the Discord where we should have... Diela. Yeah, you know what? Diela, do you have the movie roll? I don't know if you want the movie roll. We just don't hand out the movie roll because not everybody wants to watch horror movies with us. So if you want the movie roll, I can give it to you, and in there you can actually
10 minutes.
Thanks, Deadwalk. You can actually put a recommendation in there. Okay, perfect. Let me give it to you right now as we are speaking about it. And for those of you that are in the Discord, if you are wanting to join us for movie night, you are more than welcome to. You just have to ask for the movie roll. We don't give it to everybody because, like I said, not everybody wants to sit and watch movies, and it's a thing that it's a role that gets tagged quite often because we do watch movies. Like I'll put in there, we're watching a movie tonight. Darkbreaker will do that as well. Diela, I just sent you. I just added the role inside the Discord. You will now see a section that says Slay MC Theaters. In there, there's a text channel. You can put movie recommendations in there. All you like. Also, if you want to stream a movie in there, everybody is welcome to stream movies in there or TV shows, right? We watch horror movies every Thursday night and Sunday afternoon. It's fun. We literally talk shit on the movie and whatnot with some scenes. Oh yeah, we do. Not me this time. Oh, it was Don. I thought it was you, Deadwalk. I'm so used to you doing it that I thought it was you automatically. Serial, who was our first interview at HorrorCon? We've done so many, and my memory is really, really, really bad. I don't remember my first interview. I should. It wasn't Peter Cowper. I don't know. I'm going to have to go through my records. I have everything written down. I save everything. I also have the very first interviews on voice on my computer. I videotaped them all. I'm trying to think who was our first one. Have a good night, Nanette. Thank you for popping in. All I read was Kratos says Lillard is so hot. Lillard is so hot right now. He's bringing hordes of fans in to watch him and scream again. Yeah, I know. I know he is really hot right now. I see him in everything. Peter used all my stuff for his table. Yes, that's how authentic it was. No, I'm back. Welcome back. Well, if you're in the Discord, Nanette, or if you would like to join the Discord, you are more than welcome to join the Discord. If you sign up using your email that you use for YouTube, it will give you your special members role because you are a member over on YouTube. So if you sign up in Discord with your YouTube email address, it will automatically put you in the sponsor role. And then that's another channel. Welcome, Eternal. His role in Good Girls showed a bit more of his range while still playing to his strengths. I think he's a pretty well-ranged actor. But yeah, Peter Cowper, who played Harry Warden, used all of Serial's costume on his table for when people came by to get pictures done. Because that's how authentic Serial's collection is. Five Nights at Freddy's sequel is in the making. Yeah, I think that movie could have been a bit better. I'm not sure if I am, and they are under my YouTube username. Nanette, are you Eternal? Because I can physically give you that role as well. I'd like to meet Matthew Lillard, but I wasn't paying $600 to meet people of Scream. I'm forgetting how a hug feels like. That sucks, Tweedle. You should be hugged all the time. Hugs are good. Hugs are great. Human connection. There's another TikTok reader that I know. She's from a platform called, oh, I know DLive. I used to be on DLive back in the day when it was good. She was some kind of con up in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and she was sent up next to the lady that played the nun. Yeah, she's cool. That lady that played the nun. I can't remember her name. Waited 4.5 hours in line to see Lillard. Practiced what I'd say for hours, and my brain shit the bed as soon as I said hi, and he complimented my outfit. He gave me a giant bear hug and said he wouldn't let go until he felt me relax. Last deep hug I had. That was so sweet of him. Yeah, I don't remember our first. I'm going to go back and you know what? I'm going to go back. Hey, Land of Light. I only have 10 minutes. I can do this. I can do this in 10 minutes. I have every file that we have ever done because I'm a weirdo that way. I may not remember it because I am losing memory, unfortunately. But I know.
ReAnimateHer.
I know them. I just have to coin them. There's me and Shawnee Smith.
I'm saying it. Everyone's just...
Okay. Let's see.
You did, and I know that you didn't.
No, it wasn't James Jude.
Have you watched it?
I did.
Nope, it wasn't James Jude. It was give me a second here. I have to open them because I never labeled them.
One of my favorite roles of yours, I love.
Where are you? Oh, hi.
Yeah, sorry, I'm behind the pole.
It was a trip. I remember.
That's another Shawnee Smith.
Man, did you break up? Did you break up or anything?
Was it that year? I think it was that year. Ugh. Who the fuck did that? Tweedle? Oh, this is all Shawnee Smith. This must be my Shawnee Smith file. Yeah, it is. I'll have to find it. I know I have it. I have it all contained in a folder. Oh, are you did you just join? Okay, so hold on. Somebody just joined the server called Eternal. I was not sure if that was you. No, was it Mark? No, that wasn't our first one. It doesn't feel like Mark was Mark our first one? Just remember, we can't see what you're showing over here on TikTok. Ah, that's right. I forget that because TikTok doesn't allow me to use OBS. I have to use TikTok friggin' Studio. So I apologize for that. But yeah, TikTok Studio doesn't, yeah, it's a pain in my butt. Your next movie and The Wicker Man. Your Next is a great movie. Oh, that's me. Oh, welcome, Eternal. Welcome. Do you want the movie role? I was not sure. Well, I have a couple people saying that they're going to join the Discord, so I wasn't sure who it was. But thanks for letting me know. So, Nanette, if you want to join the Discord, exclamation point Discord, there'll be a link. You can click on it. It'll bring you into my server. If you utilize your same email address that you used on YouTube, it'll automatically give you that role. Awesome. I'm going to give it to you right now. Right now. And like I said, everybody is welcome to throw on movies. If you're feeling feisty and you want to host a movie night, go for it. I'm glad you're doing good, Land. Land as well? Land, okay. Land of Lights, which Land of Lights? You have 2 accounts. You just have to tell me which one you want, and I will add them to the movie roll. Thank you, Diella. I did miss it. I don't remember what I had for breakfast. I'm almost as old as you. Yeah, a few days, fucker. A few days. November 9th, right? I beat her ass in arm wrestling. You did beat Shawnee in arm wrestling. The Strangers, I like The Strangers. I really enjoyed The Strangers. I haven't seen the new ones, but I did like the original Strangers. I want the sponsor role, but I don't know how to be a sponsor. So Tweedle, Twitch subscribers have their own role, which is the undead role, which you should have. Let me double check. Let me see if you have it. You should be able to see a channel that I just tagged you in. Now, my sponsors are the same as my YouTube, same as my Twitch subscribers. It's on they just don't have the same Twitch role as you. They have a YouTube and Patreon role, which is a channel that everyone can get to, is a sponsors channel. And the Undead Hangout is where I post things for Twitch as well. You're not? You are. You're purple. You're a Twitch subscriber. I just tagged you in a channel. I will recheck your permissions. So automatically, if you sign in, okay, so here how this works. If you're on Twitch, YouTube, or Patreon, and you utilize the same email address in Discord, it'll automatically give you one of those 3 roles, or all the roles if you are a member on all 3 platforms, right? If you did not sign up using the same email that you utilized on Twitch, I manually have to give you that role. Do you see the Undead Hangout channel, Tweedle? Thank you, Regal. I appreciate that. Shit you off? Serial's birthday's in a few days. He's going to be as old as I am. I did tag you in a channel, Tweedle. If not, I will take a look at the permissions, and it says that you're a Twitch subscriber, which Twitch subscribers go into the Undead Hangout. I'm looking right at it. Who can access this channel? Twitch subscribers. I'll take a look. I'll look through your permissions. I usually am able to get tired around 2 a.m. now, as my insomnia has gotten worse this year, and then I wake up every hour starting at 4 a.m. until about 6 to 7 a.m. It's currently 9 p.m. That sucks. Okay, perfect. So in that channel there, I'm going to be uploading a behind the scenes video if Discord lets me. If not, I'm going to have to figure out another way. The downside of Twitch is I am unable to utilize Twitch perks outside of Twitch. Meaning like the emotes, the other stuff that you guys get here on Twitch. So like on YouTube gives me a platform, a community section where I can post things for members. Patreon gives me the same thing, gives me a little website and a community section that I can post things for members. Twitch does not have anything like that. So a lot of the things that I utilize on other platforms, I try to put into Discord in that channel called the Undead Hangout, or in the sponsors chat. All right. I started at a ceiling with the sound of my brain for 5 hours. You stare at the ceiling. Yeah, that sucks. When I have insomnia, I just lay in bed and I roll back and forth. I sleep very strange. I don't sleep normal. I don't think I sleep normal. I sleep on my side like a flamingo. You know how a flamingo stands with one leg up and it looks like a 4? I sleep on my side like this with my one leg out and my other leg up as a 4. And we'll wait till this ad break is done so I can say goodbye to everybody. Nice, Wickedy, nice. Ad breaks ends in 27 seconds. No, I don't sleep in the fetal position. One leg is always out straight and the other one is like a 4. No, Ra, I don't leave. I have to take a shower and get ready for shitty ass work tomorrow. Fucking place. Listen to the rain and thunder sounds. I do listen to rain and thunder sounds on my white noise maker. It doesn't help. I haven't been pregnant in 26 years, but I still sleep the same way on my side. I have a pillow between my knees as well, Diella, to keep my hips in place because my hips like to shift out of place. So I do have a pillow that I put in between my legs, but then I turn it this way. So I put the pillow this way instead of horizontal. I put it vertical. So then I can put my leg up into a 4 shape. I sleep in a very weird fucking position. That's what I'm smelling. That's exactly what you're smelling, Scroto. I can't sleep on my back. My vertebrae hurts if I sleep on my back. I've got quite a few issues.
Almost every hand you've ever shaken has had a
I
dick
still
in
need
it.
to subscribe via Patreon. If you like this, you can be a free member on Patreon as well, by the way, guys. That reminds me, I tried to subscribe to Loots 3 weeks ago. It didn't pan out. My bank thought I was fraudulent charges. I didn't realize what happened till the bills came up. I laugh about it now, but that was something else. Yeah, that's strange. You're a stomach sleeper? I can't sleep on my stomach either. There it is right there. So Streamloots is a really I like Streamloots. It's a cool site. You get to play torture cards. However, a sub on Streamloots, I receive 95% of the profit. Now it is time for me to go. Canadian, thank you for popping over to Patreon. My neck can't take stomach sleeping. Me too, Diella. I'm too fucking old for that shit. My neck would not take that shit. My body doesn't take me sleeping. So, let alone sleeping on my fucking stomach. I'd die. Anyways, guys, it is time to go. I appreciate you. You are a stomach sleeper. You are, I know. Thank you guys for hanging out with me on your hump day night. I do appreciate you. Batman and Running Bear, thank you so much for chilling and hanging out with us here. If you watch me over on the Twitters as well, thank you. YouTube and Twitch. You guys, I appreciate the shit out of you. Much love right back at you, land. We will be hosting movie night Tusk, if I can get it, tomorrow night in the Discord, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, same time that I stream. And on Friday, we will be diving into A Quiet Place. We'll see if we can survive that again. Bring back waterbeds. Let me float before Freddy makes me into a blood explosion. I could never sleep on a waterbed. I could not. I would think I'm dying. You have a great night, serial killer. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me. Thank you all for coming over here and listening to our scary stories tonight. I really enjoy talking scare mail with you guys. Of course, Eternal Dragon, thank you for coming in, and thank you for joining the Discord. Do you have any other, want any more recommendations? We can list off a shit ton for you. I subbed to you on. Thank you, Nanette. Jeez, thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Waterbed reminds me of Edward Scissorhands when he popped it. Thank you for being here, Kratos. Back to adult world. I know adult world sucks, but thank you guys so much for spending your precious time with me here on Twitch or YouTube or wherever you're watching me from. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I will see you guys Thursday night if you want to join us for movies, and Friday evening as well at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. On Sunday, thank you, land. On Sunday, we will be deep diving into the movie Audition from 1999, diving right back into our Japanese horror deep dive. If you guys want to join me for that, that will be Sunday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. I hope you guys have an amazing day tomorrow. Remember to be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself. Make good decisions in your life as well. I appreciate everything that you guys do for me and this community. I will /is all later. Bye.